Hello everyone, and welcome to Chapter 4 of Pathfinder. No,
Is it
Chapter
chapter
3. Yeah, I'm already fucking up. You're right. Chapter 3 of Pathfinder Through the Looking Glass. So, last session, our brave heroes, and in case it's not clear to someone by now, they're playing versions of themselves, which is why Demi is using his real name like a loser.
This is my real name.
Sure it isn't, Demi.
You have me on Facebook.
I'm sorry, Demi. This is the name you gave us. You chose to identify as a Demi. Therefore, that's who you are.
That's fair enough.
Well, Demi bravely hissed at the rats to assert dominance. The rats were not impressed, however. The quick cat-like reflexes saved him long enough for his party to rush up and
Then I die.
fuck up the rats before he bravely got stabbed through the chest and went down. Luckily, the sword only pierced one of his lungs and missed truly major blood vessels, so he quickly stabilized. And the party was able to act swiftly enough to save the other adventuring party in its entirety, using their own potions to revive them.
First.
Yeah, I had a plan in mind for that actually. If you had, like, you could have waited, but the longer you waited, the higher the chance was that,
Yeah.
people were gonna die in there. So you did a good.
So who's banging like next door to you? Who's being frisky?
I have no fucking idea. What?
I can just hear it. It's funny. I find this amusing.
I think I'm just like leaning on the table and it's popping or something. Mike's picking it up. In any case, we're gonna pick up more or less where we left off. You made the checks to revive the other adventuring party, so presumably in the first moments after the battle you are rushing around trying to desperately get the people to get up, not be dead, you know, the usual.
And I stabilized, luckily.
Okay, does anyone go to Demi after you saw him get stabbed through the chest? Because you don't know that he's necessarily stable.
Sure, I'll check him out.
Yeah, there's a bloody foam coming out of his mouth. With every breath there's a little gargling sound. Like a rattling wheeze. Like, you know, when someone has a really bad bronchitis, when you can hear it as they breathe. And there's certainly a blood stain on his leather armor. And presumably more below him, because you saw the sword go the whole way through.
So it's just like you telling me that we gotta have to use one of our precious potions.
That is up to you. You do have a crossbow or presumably a dagger, and I also know that you have 2 magic missiles left. So you do have options.
I guess we're using a potion.
I
Right?
think we have to put him down. He's suffering.
But I have a feeling you're gonna smash me with the potion, not actually heal me.
Out of character, with that health check, you check. He's not, bleeding immensely, and you think he's not getting worse, so you can probably leave him alone for a few minutes, and you kind of have an idea of how having magic in the world makes you, at least you four, a whole lot tougher, if not necessarily every single commoner. So he should be okay for now.
Just don't move.
He's out cold. He has that, you know, when cats sometimes just mouth half open, tongue out, just like. He has that semi-cute look, except that blood is leaking out of the corner and bubbling a bit. Alright. And meanwhile, you, Bacon, are presumably going around the other adventurers and
Yep.
it seems that most of them do have potions either strapped to their wrists or around their necks, like tiny vials for emergencies. And you vaguely recall hearing someone mention it to you in a drunken haze when, you know, you are drinking one night that you ever go out, you keep a potion around your neck so someone can bring you up if you get badly fucked. So you know, don't die.
Well, as I am not evil cunt yet, I will just take the potions and heal everyone that I can find.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna say that, well, for Rian we're gonna roll, actually, because this could matter for how good it is. Yeah, she's up, and so is Urgrosh. The other two, you see the wounds sort of scab over, and the bleeding stop, but they're still out cold. They are stable, however. They went down sooner, so I'm gonna say that they are still in the negatives even with the potion. Which means that, according to Pathfinder rules, they have about an hour before they wake up after stabilizing and being treated. So, Burkrosh is just gonna force himself up, sort of leaning on his axe, look around, and then just sort of grab your shoulder. It's just gonna pull you into a hug.
Yeah. I guess I'm kind of used by him now, but still that's too close. I just like freeze a little bit. I do a half hug back.
He's gonna say in Draconic, you killed the vermin.
Yes.
Good.
Wait, what? How do you speak this weird language?
I think we said it came up before.
Oh, okay. I didn't pay attention, sorry.
He's just gonna quickly check that the other members of his party are, functional, and then he's just gonna slowly start checking the rats, making sure they're dead, and start stripping anything valuable from the corpses.
Yeah, I see this stripping part and think it's very interesting, so I go help him, like collecting the coins, looking for anything shiny.
Okay. So, we're gonna skip ahead. We're gonna assume that you all do that. Naxi, the two scrolls mentioned in the list, I think read magic lets you instantly figure out what a scroll does. So you would be able to tell what those are as part of this. There is a masterwork quarterstaff which is, shall we say, gilded. There are grooves cut into it which have been filled with gold to make it even fancier. Mostly towards both ends, which presumably adds to the weight as well. For when you need to thwack. Other than that, yeah, lots of loose coinage, especially of smaller values, which is, of course, annoying. Because the vast majority of the coins these fuckers have on them are copper coins, and the coins they have that are larger are usually, almost all of them are older denominations, like old Lydian coins. As you might have suspected. And presumably, Jackalor goes back, herds your prisoners over here. The looks on their faces are something to behold. It's like, ooh, shit, fuck. Like, it's starting to hit them that they're in over their heads. One of them just throws up in a ditch next to the road. And by the time you come to Demi, they'll have stripped the valuables off the corpses, and you just wake up with this horrible pulsing pain in your chest, and the last thing you remember is the sword going in and having a hard time breathing, and you still feel that heavy weight on one side of your chest where it's hard to get a proper lungful of air.
I think seeing, probably looking and still hurting, I'm just gonna take my time and keep laying down until it's time to go.
Mm-hmm. You hear people nearby. Some of the other down people are getting up as well. The other party is, you can hear them discussing in Veshian nearby, like, kind of talking about what they should do next, and whether to tell you about what their mission was. Apparently there is some disagreement. Some of them think it's a good idea. The two that you don't know are like, no, we weren't supposed to tell anyone. Like, how can we, know that this isn't some sort of a clever trap? That, there's a certain amount of paranoia there.
Entirely fair.
You would know that you have magical healing potions just for such an issue, Demi. You don't happen necessarily to have one on you, I think, but it's strange that they didn't pour one down your throat, huh?
I don't know, man.
Or maybe they did, and this is the wound after it's been healed. Effectively, you are staggered. You can take either an action or a move, and if you try to do anything strenuous, you destabilize again and start losing hit points. Because you're still at -1.
Yeah, that's why I've decided I'm just going to keep laying down and try and ignore the pain.
Mm-hmm. So, would any of you like to make arguments as to how the loot should be divided? The other party is sort of discussing among themselves, like, what seems fair in this situation.
Maybe we should give Demi a potion. He's the one with diplomacy.
Wow! Listen, we need you to make cash. Here's a potion.
That's very rude.
Like,
I probably don't understand what most of them are speaking about dividing, just small words. I just go to Aragosh and I say, we finished them off, try to get a lot of stuff for us.
he just just wait, you like, yeah, I got this. Don't worry.
I just give a thumbs up to him.
Okay. So yeah, they're gonna discuss it for a while, and they have a wizard among them who kind of wants the Scroll of Hold person, but from what you're overhearing, it's kind of like he could also use a really fancy staff, because that's a status symbol right there. And like the argument currently is like, like, listen, like, we know you have gold. Like, these guys saved us, like, you can't have both. Like, that's just plain unfair, but we can have our share be the staff and you just pay us out in cash for, our share of what we would have gotten selling it. So, gonna do it this way. They're gonna want some of the cash value of this, say 60 golds worth, for the gems, bows, miscellaneous salvage, and either the scroll or the quarterstaff.
We don't care about the staff, right?
I think the consensus was that the scroll is better in case you need to try and do an emergency hold spell. Just keep in mind until you hit, like, I think level 6, where you can cast 3rd level spells natively. Actually, no, I think it's based on caster level. So till you hit level 5, you're gonna need to make a caster level check if you try to cast this, because it's above your power level.
How difficult would that be for Yaxi?
I don't remember.
I think it's like it's 1d20 plus charisma modifier plus caster level, I think. But I could be wrong.
Scrolls don't use the magic device thingy, or?
The magic device thingy lets you fake having those abilities. It's easier to do the caster level than to succeed at the magic device, I think. Most of the time. So if it's like a spell that your class can cast, you have an easier time using caster level. But like, either way, even if you don't like this as a potentially good thing, the DC is also kind of scuffed compared to casting it from your own list, because it goes to the minimum needed for it from a scroll. So this level 3 spell, you need 13 charisma to normally cast it, so this would be like a DC 14 if I'm remembering correctly to resist.
Well, I can't even cast a spell that has that lower DC.
Well, yeah, because you're very talented, but...
So do we go for the money or for the scroll? Because the staff is worth more, obviously.
Yeah, the staff would sell for 300 gold pieces. The scroll would sell for a little less than 200 if you were just selling it. So the scroll is good if you're gonna use it at some point.
Fuck it, let's go for the staff.
Okay.
As much as I like the hold person, because of the requirements, I think it's just better to go for the gold right now.
I can double check what the rules on scrolls are for you.
Because my concern is it requires a caster level of 5, so I'm not sure is that big difference going to be make it like a DC, I don't know, fucking 30 or 25.
No, I think it was something like caster level check of 10 plus the spell level or something. So it's not completely scuffed. It wasn't...
So it would be like a DC 15 then.
Spell level. I think it should be 13, but... Or it might have been caster level. Like I said, I'm opening the book right now, because this is important for the decision, obviously. Scrolls. Is it under scrolls? Let's see, that's if you have everything. Okay, if she meets all 3 requirements but her own caster level is lower, then the scroll spell's caster level, then she has to make a caster level check DC scroll's caster level plus 1 to cast a spell successfully. So it's a caster level check of 6. So I think you're good in this regard, right?
That's not difficult then.
Yeah, because you have like 5 charisma, so unless you roll a 1, you can do this. I think the DC is still scuffed, but
How about this then? Can we see about maybe getting the scroll? Because I'm trying to look at like the worth. What if we get the magic items, the gem, and everything else can go to them? I think the value for them ends up being like 800, and for us 500 or something.
like either way, like they're willing to give you the oil and the crappy scroll and like the gem and the money from the bows as well.
Oh, okay.
Like they're giving you the lion's share. They know that you rescued them, and it's like, you kids did good. We owe you one.
If that's the case, then and it's not actually hard to cast, and I think the whole person will become very useful in a situation.
It's a good YOLO oh shit thing.
Yeah, so let's go with that.
Okay, then to the group pile, because you'll swiftly be able to turn these into money. You can add the magic items, and you can add 135 gold pieces.
Who was in charge of the group stuff?
You
I
are
am.
now.
Somebody
Oh.
was.
If Demi wants to do it, yeah, it's up to you, Demi. Congratulations.
Somebody else was writing it before. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it was me. I said it, but apparently you are now the owner of it.
Wow, rude. Okay, fuck you.
Okay, like the Oil of Erase, that's essentially a level 1 spell for quickly removing writings. You find a second bottle that's identical to the first on the caster, which has been yoked by something fiery, striking him in the left shoulder, presumably from the wizard, and a stack of papers that are completely blank now.
So let me just get this straight. So we get the scroll of hold person, scroll shield, oil of erase. We
Yes,
get what else?
135 gold. Because presumably you're immediately gonna sell this scrap once you get to the city. The short bows, about half of them are usable from 10 Ratfolk warriors. If someone wants a short bow, you can just subtract 15 gold from the pile and just take short bow. If someone needs a ranged option and can use, short bows. Bacon, Demi, are either of you missing shooty shoots?
I
am-
don't really have a good load. I'm gonna probably buy daggers later on to throw though.
I'm missing a shooty shoot, but both are for losers. I'm a big, strong barbarian. I scream and charge at things.
As you wish, Bacon. Okay, once you get back to the city, because I'm presuming you're not going to try and talk them into letting you know what they found. I'm going to take that as no. Once you get back to the city, you get another 350 gold for finishing the quest and recovering the prisoners. As we discussed.
Okay. Just to ask Bacon, because he was doing the total gold that is written here in party loot.
That includes
How
the 50
accurate?
you got from the advance, and that's it.
And what we had left from all this
Yeah,
stuff
from
we bought.
character generation.
Yeah.
I'm just going to then put Nyaxi's result in.
Like the total is like everything, and there's like separate to say, oh, Nyax is carrying 12 gold and 3 silver. I'm carrying 9 gold and 9 silver because it matters somewhat.
Presumably with this much gold, just you're approaching the point where you need to have either a bank or a designated gold carrier.
What are the
Therefore-
interest rates like?
Yeah, that's a good question. And do we have to pay to maintain an account?
Depends on how good a relationship you can get with whoever is gonna keeping your shit, and whether they have a lending license.
Then
But,
use your magic. You have to fuck the banker.
But generally speaking, you ain't getting paid the interest. You're lucky if you're not paying. Like, you can avoid probably paying for the privilege of having your cash stored, but this is the olden days, and the merchants kind of rule in certain aspects, so...
I mean, I guess I should have had another step on the Lockheed Martin plan, that is, create usury in the world. More usury.
You will bankrupt yourselves trying to chase down people who don't pay their loans. Generally speaking, if you're gonna open it to the public, it's gonna be a pain in the dick. There's a reason this is limited to big merchant houses like Azores, who can afford like level 12 sorcerers with teleportation and scrying to chase down the liquid cuts.
We just need to make so that every city is like Hydrada, a very strict police state. So if someone doesn't pay taxes, we have the government to invade their homes and freeze all their assets.
Sounds like Chardoon is your god, so
Maybe. It's still not decided yet.
Alright. Well, after you return, Arley takes the report from the other party first, and, has someone take custody of the prisoners and tells you that, listen, you kids did good, come back in 2 days for the briefing, sign the witness statements, etc., and I have shit to deal with right now. And you're actually gonna see like 8 of the Veshian vigils just marching out of their complex and just heading for the city gates at a rapid pace. Because apparently something was spicy enough to try and silence these guys. And that's a no good time. Okay, you are able to rest at the snake pit. Which, behold!
Oh, you have an actual map.
I think Jacklor's asleep. I do indeed have an actual map for the first floor of, the main building.
Wow.
Did you made or you just found in some place?
Bacon, you know me. Take a guess. Demi, presumably, you are heading off to take your a long night's rest. Unless you wish to try and talk one of the other adventurers who is able to into healing you.
No, that's okay. I'ma just go and lay the fuck down.
Okay. Demi, for the memes, I'ma need a fortitude save at DC 10. Okay. You wake up in the middle of the night with a horrible pain all down the right side of your chest, and you just start coughing. And it's like you have a hairball, except what comes up is dark, clotted blood as your lungs start to heal. By the way, you're straight up not having a good time during the night.
Really?
So, yeah, you spend like 2.5 hours coughing, and well, let's just say that you have a headache from coughing so much, and your chest hurts as well during the next morning. So have fun. The rest of you do hear him having a fun time during the night. Do you wish to... do you sleep through it? Do you go and check on him? Do you give a fuck after nearly leaving him to die?
I passed through that before. He would be fine. It builds character.
Bacon, he doesn't need more hair on his chest. He has plenty.
We can't be too soft on him. He's a cat now.
I have even more hair on my chest now.
Well, morning comes, and all of you are a great deal richer.
How does healing work again for like?
You heal your level in hit points per long rest unless you have magical healing too.
I was at -2. Did I drop? Do I go back to 0 and then 1, or do I go to -1?
I would need to check under stabilizing, but I think you heal normally at where you were left, so you're at -1 now. So, like, you've seen, like, medicine shows. Without surgery, you should be fucking dead. And the fact that you didn't kill yourself and bleed out internally from all that coughing, that's a spicy thing. And mockingly, from your wrist, the Alpha and Omega symbol glows faintly with the black and greenish light that I mentioned during the last session. Just tie a donkey covered in bags of gold outside the fucking dungeon.
I think 50 bottles of wine is better than a donkey.
And we can cover both, I think, technically. Yeah. It just depends what you want the donkey to carry, wine or gold.
Wine is bulkier, gold is heavier.
Can we like invest in GameStop from here on?
Unfortunately, Robinhood does not support applications from Skarn currently, so also you don't have the internet.
Too bad.
Like, maybe if you had a wish spell, you could create a single router that can connect back to Earth.
Yeah, but we don't have any phones or anything to connect.
Yes,
to
you
the
would need
internet.
more wish spells to make those!
I think, I mean, we would have to consult with the temporary donkey, Jackalor, but I don't think we need an actual donkey with him around.
Currently you have 12 pounds of gold, or if you convert most of it into platinum, less. So you could have, like, your entire wealth in about 3 pounds of metals.
Yeah, and Jackalor can easily carry all of that.
Yeah, he can. He'll just jingle when he charges.
It's more mass to his charges, so it should increase his damage.
You're just gonna turn him into a treasure goblin for someone. Ridomer suggests selling your souls to Chardoon for internet access.
No, thank you.
Well, in any case, morning
Seems
comes. All of you heal a point. As you do, injury and death, healing. Yeah, it's 1 per character level. But if you are completely resting for a day and a night, you recover at twice the rate. So presumably, Demi, you just stay in during the day while you continue to heal.
Yup. Get breakfast,
Wait.
get something to drink.
A donkey costs only 8 gold pieces.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to buy the donkey.
What do you name the donkey?
Donkey? It's my favorite character from the movie Shrek.
Okay. Donkey the donkey.
Now we just need to find a dragon to make him marry.
Oh, think of the abominations. Donkey dragon spawn. Oh dear. Apparently there isn't an appropriate donkey sheet, so at least that I can immediately find on here, so we'll just make an improvised one. Presumably you're gonna take a little time off. Is there anything you want to do in like the next week while you heal up and recover?
Well, I could see about going to make all of us some bank accounts, or one party bank account.
Okay, who do you want to ask?
Well, first, considering I'm slightly going to be doing this, slightly still hurt, I'm gonna first ask Chardun, Chissen, I mean, not Chardun, Chissen, about that actually. First, how does banking really work?
He's gonna tell you that most of the adventurers, believe it or not, keep their money on them because, most of the ones here aren't necessarily rich enough for the big houses to give a fuck. But he's heard that some of the, there's like a couple of elites who are like level 7 or 8 who have a couple of thousand gold saved up, but at that point, yeah, you can probably open an account with House of Saurus. And then, you'll have the paperwork with them, because he's going to inform you that effectively there's a small fee of like 100 and change gold, where they make you like a writ for your account. Like a credit card, except with magical sigils that are hard to fake. And then you can use that to withdraw your funds in any major city that has an Asura's office, which is most of them.
Let me not complicate this. We're not rich enough is basically what I'm getting, right?
Yeah, like minimum account at the opening is like 2k gold.
Cool. Thanks, Chissen.
Which is why most adventurers don't bother until they make it big. Well, you have a third of that, so you're almost there. Almost third of that.
So, if everybody is slightly okay-ish with this, y'all mind if I well, because we can't be able to carry all of that. It is heavy. Y'all want me to sort of scatter the gold around our rooms in hidden places?
I think that Charles can carry it. He seems like a strong guy.
Thing is, Chissen does have mates who occasionally clean those rooms.
Yeah, and if anything, we can hide some in some bags on our donkey. Oh, by the way, I just bought this donkey. His name is Donkey.
That's a very creative name.
Yeah, it's my favorite character from the movie Shrek.
Is he gonna help us slay or lay dragons?
I just look at the donkey. I don't know. I think we could. Let's see on the quiet flip.
Demi, the donkey looks at you, looks you in the eye, gets that I'ma fucking do it look in his eyes, and while Bacon is looking away from him, he reaches at Bacon from behind and just like...
I let this happen.
Roll perception check, Bacon.
I want to see this happen.
What is your flat-footed AC?
15.
Okay. You feel it, just try and grab hold, but it slides off the armor.
I just look at the donkey. No, bad donkey. I will train you properly.
Sort of
You don't bite me. If you want to bite anything, bite the cat's tail.
ears go back, gives you that look. Like it's challenging you to do something about it.
I'm gonna give it a hidden thumbs up, even if it doesn't understand.
Yeah, I have a handle animal, so I technically know how to take care of the donkey. So
Presumably you are training it over the next couple of days, not to bite you when your axe is turned.
yep.
Man, that donkey really is an ass.
Also, Damia, I need a favor to ask from you. Just go to the city officer or something and see how expensive it is. A trading license for me to be able to sell my own crafted goods.
Thank God that you asked me that, because the moment you started that sentence, I actually thought you were gonna ask about what's the usual cost for bail.
What the fuck? We're not criminals yet.
See,
That's why you're asking.
See, this city actually tolerates like minor infractions from the adventurers, because the adventurers, when they have a good time, they'll spread a few gold pieces around to the poorest, etc. Mostly driven by the do-gooders, right? Like, nobody wants to carry around the copper, so that usually goes to one of them and they spread it out to who most need it. But,
Yep.
so, it's generally the kind of thing that you either don't get bailed out for, or you kind of get let off with a warning and it's starting to look like, this seriously cut it the fuck out.
Yep. I guess I'll do that then. Gonna leave the donkey and bacon to be, and gonna go make my way to something that seemingly looks as either a patrol station or something, and find the friendliest cunt I can find.
Sure, you go to the center of the city. Do you have scholastic lore bureaucracy?
No, I have knowledge, local, and engineering.
Go ahead and roll a knowledge local. Okay. So this is like if Bacon is just looking to blacksmith, it's actually making this stuff. That's fine if he's going through like an established business. So like a side gig where he takes some work from a blacksmith, makes it, and then that gets sold. That's fine. If he wants to open his own shop, then he needs to register, pay a property tax, and pay taxes off of the business. So it's like if he just wants to work in the field, he just needs to find an establishment that does that kind of work that will take him on.
Okay.
If he wants to open his own shop, that's when
It's
it gets
costly.
fucky. Like
Alright.
with this pile, you could afford all the fees and licenses. It's not that expensive, right? In terms of the kind of money you have, but mostly it's that it's a fucking hassle, especially if you're not gonna be here the whole time. And like with one skill point in like weapon crafting, it probably ain't gonna be worth it for a long time.
I get it. I
I,
get
ha-
it.
I have +5. If I take 10, I can easily make martial weapons.
Well, you can make good weapons, but that doesn't mean that there's gonna be a market for them. Most of your work
Yeah,
is still gonna be like shitty daggers and such.
Cool.
I just wanted to know how expensive the feeders are for the future.
Like if it's just a, like a single master shop, I'd say like 30 or 40 gold for all the licenses and paperwork. plus whatever rent or cost for the actual location would be, which is probably mentioned in the book, but I'm not gonna look up right now. But I don't think it would be that bad. Also, Bacon, your camera isn't loading.
I mean, it is for me. Let me.
Not for us.
There we go.
Is it now?
Yeah. So, yeah, like based on like high school level of economics, you can sort of start to do market research if you want. Doesn't really have that much of a shortage of weaponsmiths, mostly because when this project was announced, there was a lot of people who moved out here because this was going to be a boom town. And now those people have taken apprentices and have entrenched themselves in this fine new market since it's been like something like 12 to 15 years since this place was founded. So it's boomed. They had their boom, and you're no longer getting in at the ground floor. They've divided up the market.
Yeah, Ralph, I'd recommend if you just,
Oh yeah, I
work a
do
bit.
work with someone. It's just considerations for the future. I have some entrepreneur ideas that eventually I want to apply.
Mm-hmm. So, you are eventually gonna need to, or choose to presumably pick out more quests, but we're gonna do it this way. Bacon, how much cash can you earn with crafting normally?
I think it's my result in gold divided by 2. Let me check.
For how long a period is that?
Week.
Okay. So roll that 3 times, and all of you will need to subtract 10 gold for maintaining an average lifestyle for this location.
Should I just take that out from the group stuff?
Yes, and take it out for Jacklor as well.
So minus 40.
It's half the roll per week in gold.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the thing is though, because of how it was written originally, should I just right now just divvy up 580 by 4 and everybody gets that much gold and then we can go from there?
That's...
Why would we do extra math?
Yeah, just leave it in a pile. You're all good friends, right?
Sure.
Okay, Naxi, are you doing something to earn cash money during this time?
I mean, I have craft alchemy, I could.
You can do that. Bacon, calculate that out and add it to the pile. It's rounded down unless stated otherwise.
I can just have a silver, right?
Nah, fuck you.
So we have to pay like 10 gold through the entire time.
Yes, it's 10 gold per month to maintain your current
Okay.
level of lifestyle.
So yeah, I give back 17 gold to the pile.
Also 3 rolls or less or...
Yes, because actually, no, you weren't hurt, so you can make 4. You didn't need to heal. Okay, and I think they already subtracted 40, so for everyone,
Yep.
Bacon, so you should be adding 27 back.
Or 27, I thought was 17. Yeah, I'm putting that up.
Okay, you earn 31. Bacon, sorry, not Bacon, Demi. What about you? Are you doing anything to earn cash money?
No, I don't think I will be doing that for making cash money, though I could. What I want to do is because I'm mostly trying to rest up and not trying to do strenuous stuff. I would.
Oh, that's
like
during the first week.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that as you go. Kind of want to actually now do what we did at the start, essentially. And this time, considering the importance of gods, I'm gonna basically take an entire week going and trying to find every single person that I can that believes in a form of god, and then try and formulate which one is the coolest, I suppose.
Sure.
From the people themselves.
Yeah, it turns out that Jackalor's buddy, Mervyn, actually worships the best bathwater goddess ever, Demi.
That is scum. That's why Jack hates.
What, you hadn't realized?
I thought he was just a good chap.
That is a question. After your successful battle, what do you do religion-wise? Do you give thanks? Do you go to the temple, make any donations?
Sure.
For me personally, because I'm not used to that, I've been only giving donations out to those little classes I've been going to, so I'm going to continue doing that. But for the battle itself, I don't think so.
Okay.
At least for me, I'm not sure about the others.
Naxi, you said yes. What specifically?
Yeah, I'm. Wait, let me remember the gods.
Can't even remember the gods.
We need a god list in the handout.
No, I remember Tanil, but maybe there's like a more. No, no, wait, that's the rest are all the generals I remember now.
Madriel
Yeah, I
just
like 'em small,
sad
thanks.
look on her face turns away from you. Okay, then guess I'll go. Good luck healing anything.
Fine, I guess I'll make a small offering to Tanil and Matriel. What is like the customary amount?
Well, this was like an ordinary battle. Like, the other party, they gave like 5 gold each, but that's because they nearly died. So, anywhere up to a gold is, like, okay.
Okay, well, I guess I'll give them gold. One each, I suppose. I'll just take it from my personal gold.
So you do it on behalf of the others as well.
Yeah, I worry about their souls.
Demi, you feel as if a great danger has passed you by for some reason.
My cat senses were tingling and no longer.
Demi, let me tell you out of character, nobody loves an atheist here.
Well,
It takes time. Thank you very much.
I would also eventually I would listen to some of the tips of my good friend Orgrosh. So I would thank Vango by my winning that glorious battle.
Okay. How many scalps did you take in that fight? Did you down any of the rats?
I think I downed at least one of them.
I think 2 actually.
Yeah,
I think
don't-
you were the one who fucked up one of the warriors, and I think you were the one who flanked and fucked up the caster.
Okay, yeah. I knew I went to the castle, but I don't remember if I took the kill. So yeah, probably 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Vangal doesn't really have a much of a temple, but you know, the priest there tells you that, you know, it's good. It's good that you want to appreciate it. You know, give thanks. Our god isn't like the others, so 5 silver pieces will get you in the fight ring where you can worship properly. And it's effectively gonna be a fist fight where you beat the shit out of another worshipper or try to.
I have a day free, so why not? I paid 5 silver.
Okay, then give me a strength check, wit rage enabled,
Okay.
to see if you get pummeled or do the pummeling. Yeah, no, they barely touch you. Crowd cheers. Small crowd, but you know, it's kind of like a dark building with a couple of torches and like 30 dudes in a ring around a small arena, watching two guys pummel each other. Okay, and presumably Jackalope isn't completely retarded hoe, so he gives some kind of thanks as well. Alright. Towards the end of the month, you'll start hearing about jobs that are available. So, 4 sets of leads for you. RLA will tell you that, there's another investigative mission she would be happy for you to undertake. Other than that, we will have Razi as well, telling you that she heard that you're doing mercenary work and she could use an extra pair of hands. There would be a formal invitation from Cassis Asuras as well to talk about a business opportunity for you. Of course, you've been on Earth, you watched the news, it's not really going to be a business opportunity. He's going to fucking give you a job and expect you to work hard to make him rich, but... And most troubling of all, there's a scandal in the city. Apparently, someone brazenly stole a magic item from Aulek as he was concluding a transaction. And reputedly, he's pissed as fuck. There are little wizards at the main gates of the city constantly running detect magic to see if someone tries to get it out of town. And the consensus is Aulek ain't gonna rest till he finds who done it. Not because of the money, but because of the reputation implications.
Okay, so we have three viable quests and one guy that we shouldn't like.
Yeah. I'm liking either Auralize or Aulek's one.
You'll be able to pick 2 of these.
Oh, 2 of these?
Out of character, you won't have the time to do all of them, and some of them will be snapped up before you can get to them, effectively. So, you can pick any 2 of these. You will know that Cassis, for all that he is a merchant and a businessman, he does pay the market rate for mercenaries, which in this town is pretty generous.
I'm still down for the first 2. Oh, Aulek and Aurali.
I mean, we have probably we should also do something for the priestess because we kind of owe her, and being her good side is less likely of spreading around about us.
Yeah, this keep in mind this is also who you sort of build up a relationship further. It's like you get rep with different guilds when you do quests.
Yeah, we need to grind reputation and get exalted without the faction so we can get the special mounts.
That's a fair point. Okay. Yeah, I still would rather want to do Aulek's one though.
Who's Aulek again?
The
The
wizard guy that we
wizard.
told.
He is the owner of the magic shop. He makes most of the custom ordered magical shit.
Yeah, and we also told him about the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do Alex and Arasia. Alex, it's interesting because it's a possibility of finding the local thieves guild or whatever criminal organization the city has.
Up to you, Jackal ain't here.
Nyaxi, which quest do you like?
I mean, yeah, that sounds fine. Oleg and the priest lady, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, why not?
Which one do we want to start with first, though?
I don't think that matters personally.
Out of character, not really. In character, Alex seems more immediate because, manhunt.
Yeah,
Sure. Let's hear him
let's
out
go with that
first.
then.
Okay. So you go to the magic shop. The front room of the building is pretty sparse. There's a wooden counter and a stand for a raven which is just eyeing you as you come in. Oleg himself isn't there. The bird just fixes an eye on you and waits.
Is there like on the counter like a bell thing?
Nope.
Hello?
Okay. The bird just caw! And then he just goes caw, caw, caw! Almost as if he's communicating a lot of information. From the back you hear, okay, fine, I'm coming.
Well, that worked.
Oleg is gonna poke his head out.
Hello.
Oh, hi, I didn't expect to see you back here, so... Or are you just looking for some scrolls?
We were able to get some scrolls recently.
Oh, anything interesting? Can I take a look?
Sure. Well, rather, you'd have to. They're under Lily's guide, so if she wants to, rather.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if he wants to, but
He's gonna take a quick look at them. Uh-huh. Take a look at the whole quest. Oh, this isn't that bad. Well, if you want to sell them, I'll give you a fair price for them, but they're nothing special.
We were mostly thinking that they might come in use.
Yeah, no, certainly.
This might feel a bit. Please don't take this in a very offended way, but we came to help, essentially.
Oh! I didn't expect you to be the one showing up, but, sure. Okay, yeah, no. So, totally cool. Didn't think you would want to, work in the city. A lot of chance to get stabbed in the back. Most people wouldn't like it just starting out, but, I'm be real with you. These guns fucking stole from me.
We heard.
I was handing over a custom order belt to a noble client, and was bringing out something else for them to check. Someone else who was in the shop just grabbed it from their servant when they weren't looking and ran, which technically isn't my fault. But in practice, I'm gonna need at least their left nut for this.
Totally understand.
Figuratively speaking, I'm not advocating maiming and torture.
Oh,
Perfectly understandable. So, yeah, we'd like to help with that, obviously. But we'd like some information, just to sort of get us off on the right track.
Yeah, he's he's gonna start explaining in detail. It's a noble client, younger son, bit of a sickly kid. So Daddy Dearest was like, you know what? Kid might not live too long this close to the swamps. Let's give him something to make him not get a cold every time it goes below freezing. So, he spent a couple of days, made him a belt, inscribed with the house sigils. Very distinctive, easy to recognize if you should come across it. Was gonna hand it over. Daddy Dearest was like, oh hey, do you have any magical blades as well? Goes in the back to bring out an example. And someone who was waiting in line in in hindsight, suspiciously long hooded cloak, just grabbed it and fucked off. Alec tried to chase in order to recover his lost property via excessive application of fire and violence. But the fucker managed to get out of sight before he could get spell off.
One question. Ask him if he already paid. Actually, no, this guy understand, Diana. Did they already pay you when the guy stole the belt?
Yeah, they did pay for the belt, but that's not the fucking point. They stole in his shop.
Oh no, just making sure they already had paid and it's not some way to fuck with your business and you.
Yeah, Ralph has a good point. Essentially, I think if we're thinking the same, the idea is it could be that the noble might have made something to cheap out, that sort of deal.
No, he wouldn't do that. He's a repeat client. What would be the point?
Fair point on that one. Now, do you have anybody who, you have enemies of, people who would really want to...
Oh yeah, but most of them are in Calastia. This is kind of an open secret, so don't speak it too openly, but there was a few of us who were down south where Calastia is trying to expand. Volunteers, if you know what I mean, helping shore up the defenses of, I think it was Darkin, and you know how it goes, but I don't think any of them are around here. Hell, I don't think most of them would recognize me, so
Other than that, the person in this hood, just regular, I presume. Nothing, no symbology, nor insignia.
Well, I was focusing on my client, but it was similar to the kind of cloaks you see a dime a dozen down at the docks. Sort of a gray-green color, faded. Not too bloodstained, so presumably cleaned recently, but the kind that everyone uses when it starts raining.
And,
obviously, this is a lot of money, so I think your best bet is trying to figure out where they can move it. Most of the people who would buy this legitimately are on notice and know what to look for, so that isn't gonna fucking work, and presumably it's not gonna go out the city. There is a boat leaving in a week, and they sure as hell ain't gonna close port for this, so they might try to get out that way, they might try and swim out, if they're desperate enough. But, well...
Of course.
I'd like to think they haven't left the city yet, so you should be able to catch them. Let me just really quickly check. This was a higher level quest than the first one. At least the way I'm measuring it. So I think I was gonna go with... he's gonna say that he's offering you 500 gold. If you can make sure that his property is recovered and the guilty party is arrested. He has a writ from the city watch, which empowers him to try and find and do a citizen's arrest essentially on whoever done this, and he's going to be passing that on to you.
Just one last question, at least from me. Just because it might come into handiness, just in case of the usability. What was the belt used for specifically?
Out of character, it's a +2 Constitution belt.
Okay.
So market price of 4,000 gold, which is a lot for the shitty parts of town.
Mostly just looking to see if they're, hey, if the noble wanted to save his kid, maybe the guy who stole wanted something similar. I don't know.
It's not like a healing belt, and it's not going to make a huge difference, but it does give someone an edge,
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions?
No, not for him. Actually, do you know any smuggler organizations around the city?
Yes, House of Saurus.
Okay, yeah. We are going to talk with them and probably just look around the docks.
Oh, by the way, he's gonna call Lily over, and he's gonna start. He's gonna actually bring out a piece of paper, and he's gonna start drawing diagrams and trying to explain to you exactly what kind of signatures to look for. Give me a knowledge arcana to see how much you understand.
Very well.
Yeah, that is enough. Most of it is probably useless to you because it's like if they disguise the belt in some way, how you can tell it by the magical signature. But I think it was like a transfiguration spell of some kind. Oh, let me check. What are these buff spells based on? Let's see. Yeah, Eagle Splendor's Transmutation, the belt would be giving off a Transmutation aura as all buff spells.
Very well.
Okay. Then, if there are no more questions, how do you wish to proceed?
It's detective time.
Yeah, essentially. So, I'm gonna essentially what I'm gonna try and do is, I suppose, like the moment we leave his building and thing, just sort of take a look around what seems to be here the best escape route, essentially. Trying to see if I was in this position, just stole something, where would I run to?
Okay. Give me a stealth with intelligence.
I presume that I can disable the armor encumbrance penalty, right?
Obviously.
Cursed.
You know, you have no idea. You can decide if one of the alleys might be a good bet, or if just running straight down the street until it bends, just so that you don't need to slow down as you round the corner, might be better. And it's pretty open up here. It's like still not a modern city open, but this is the good part of town. And like down the street, you can see the alchemist shop where you could buy potions, etc. Off in the other direction, and about after a slight curve, you have the plaza where you have the temple to all the gods. So it's effectively the city center, or close enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna go check some of the alleyways, just to see if he threw the hood away or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. You don't find a hood. You yeah, it's
Okay.
some of them have some crap stacked in them, but it's remarkably clean for this place. It's like they're careful to keep the vermin down in this area. Even more so than in the rest of the city. In the distance you see like one dude making his way down with a sack on his back and like a pitchfork, checking to make sure that the sewer grates are always clean. Suspicion!
Sewer grates, you say?
They're not that big. Like a normal-sized humanoid would have a really tough time squeezing through them.
Okay.
They're like a halfling, if they squeezed, could get in there.
Yeah, and
This dude was a, like, normal height.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take time doing that, I suppose.
My approach is different. I would just go to the docks and just look around to see if I find some.
Okay,
some
you're
place
splitting the
to
party. Good to know.
Yep.
Yup.
Some place to smuggle things.
So, Ralph just fucks off. Lily, what are you doing?
I guess I'll wait with one of them.
And presumably Charles is around here somewhere, so he just looks like, where the fuck is he going? And just stays with you. Goodbye, Bacon.
I mean,
I
how
love
should we
splitting
split
the
up?
party.
I'm in an alleyway going through trash, you tell me.
I mean, should we split up, like,
You
know?
you should go with Bacon if we're gonna split up 2-2.
And Ralph
Yeah.
is rounding the corner.
Okay, I'll run after him or something.
Okay. Bacon, you hear footsteps behind you. Running
Oh.
after you.
Oh no, they found me.
Greatsword comes out, attack of opportunity!
I just
I won't run
look.
up that close.
I just look so who is following me.
Yeah, it's Lily.
Let's check the docks, see if we find any smuggler-looking people. Just ask around, maybe.
See if anyone's selling oranges that fell off a boat!
See if we can find someone to smuggle something out of city, this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this would be gather information if you're trying to find smugglers.
Yeah, and it would be a perception because there's no guarded information on Pathfinder.
Could be diplomacy or bluff, depends how you go about it.
I think gather information is rolled in under diplomacy. So, presumably Lily is aiding, so make a diplomacy check, and if you succeed, you get a +2, Bacon. So +2. And you specifically noted in the prologue that you've hanged around the dogs before, so you're not taking your xenophobic flaw.
Okay, so it's just +3 in total. I actually have 1 in charisma. Huh.
Hey, nice.
You ask around, and they tell you that, sure, we can arrange something for a fee, but listen, we're going to need to wait 2 weeks because apparently the rich and the powerful are really up in up in arms. Some asshole stole from one of the powerful wizards, and now the whole town is, watching all the ways in and out, and it's really a bad time to try and sneak something out.
If I am someone desperate, what would be the best route? Like, I could do myself, you just guide me through a route, very dangerous, I'm willing to take the risk.
They're gonna tell you that that's gonna take 200 gold, and someone can try and paddle you with a raft downstream and come ashore, at the edge of the swamps south of the city. But that's gonna cost at least 200, and they can put you in contact with the guy. They think he'll agree for 200, but that's a really risky fucking proposition.
All right. Uh, yeah, I will talk to him, see if he's willing. I also have to talk with the guys I'm dealing with, see if they're up to take the risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. You're not a cop, are you?
No, of course not. Wait, are you a cop?
No?
All right, all
Wait,
right.
that's what a cop would ask. Are you a fucking cop? Lily's just standing there looking suspiciously frail and unafraid. The magic screaming inside to kill.
Not inside the city.
Not here, not here. Okay. Then, yep, you can make your way back to the cat, who has now examined the alleyways and found nothing suspicious other than some rat droppings, which end in a damp, bloody splotch near one of the walls, where presumably one of his smaller cousins has had a meal.
I just inform, just go. Oh yeah. Anything interesting there?
Nope. Didn't find any tracks. Didn't find any signs. Empty. This seems to be very much a grab and dash.
Yeah, I talked with some smugglers. If the guy's desperate to get out of the city, the route that he would use is just take a raft down the river, like past the dam, and live in the swamp. I found a guy that could do it for us for 200 gold.
Isn't that place somewhat protected though?
I mean,
No,
presumably half of the city is upwards of the dam and half of it is below it. And the main naval docks are below it, so presumably you would just, in the dark, push away from the docks, stay low so you don't make silhouette, and just drift down the stream.
Got it.
he either is taking this route or is waiting to cool down and will just stay hidden in the city for like 2 weeks until the people give up.
All right. Well, couldn't we, in a sense, as well, we could try it for an ambush, but we don't know when and where specifically. Well, we kind of know where. We don't know when. Wait, no. Ralph, you're big and strong, right? Right. How good are you at paddling?
I don't know. I did like once when I was 13.
Okay, Charles, you?
Huh? What?
Cool. Cool. Okay, here's how should I say this? Here's an idea, okay? I mean, if he's gonna go try and do a raft, try and be desperate, right? Why don't we make, how should I say this, a raft available?
Steal the raft from the smuggler?
Not just from the smuggler. It's more like here's the thing though. There either is a raft right there or isn't, right? So if there isn't, we could put ourselves up and have one of us act as a very nice, very bribable raftman, essentially.
Wouldn't it be easier to just talk with the guy that could raft us and see if he got any other contract and inform of the situation, like put him in our deal and like we divide the reward money in 5 instead of 4?
Just pay him 100 gold?
I mean, we could do that. Yeah, how about we go and check first? Let's go investigate the docks first. Let's see if there is anything that seems to be, like a raft out of place or purposefully in place, actually.
Okay, so are you going for the meeting, or are you expecting during the daytime to try and
I think while it's daytime, I want to see around if there is basically just a conveniently placed raft anywhere, if that seems to be the plan.
Sure. This is gonna be a perception check of DC 20. Because such a thing would be very carefully concealed. Okay. So the cat leads you to the docks and spends the next 3 hours searching. And about 3/4 of the way down the docks towards the end of the city, under one of the piers that is currently empty, right next to a sewer outlet is a raft big enough for maybe 3 people lying down side by side. Tied up in the shadows where it's really hard to see unless you're purposefully looking.
Yep. Nonchalantly notice it. Keep on going or go back to the party, essentially.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're trailing at a distance in case someone tries to stab you.
Found it.
Nice.
Yes. So, well, we could either wait here. We could, I mean, it's a raft. It's not that complicated. We could just slightly sabotage it. I don't know.
Well,
Magic items are waterproof usually, right?
Do you want to dive into the blood water to fish it out?
That's a fair point.
like
Besides the water
I have one
here,
idea. Like
the water here is pretty deep because it has been like it's a dock, so it has been dug out and reinforced at the side. So you're talking about diving 3 or 4 meters down into whatever might be down there waiting for a meal.
Understandably so.
really, do you know any magic that would like tell you when someone gets inside an area or something like that?
No, not really, not currently.
Well, it would be real convenient if you had alarm right about now for when someone steps on the raft.
Yeah, it would be interesting. There is a spell that does that, right? So we could buy a scroll of it. Ask the wizard, maybe he can cast it.
You could have him prepare a scroll of alarm, if he has alarm, or he might have one stored in any case. You at least, Naxi, would know that it would take him a couple of hours to prepare one. And it would be like similar in power, generally speaking, to if you were casting it. So it would probably not last that long. Out of character, alarm spell is hour per caster level.
That's kind of bad in low levels.
Or maybe it was 2 per caster level. I don't
2
recall.
hours per level.
So 2 hours. So you would have to guesstimate, but you presumably have a meeting with this fucker around midnight tonight, so you could either go get a scroll and try and set something up, or you could, rest so you have like 2 hours of activity left at midnight when because according to the rules, if you don't want to get exhausted, you have like 8 hours of active work per day, and the rest of it is you either chilling or doing your own shit or preparing for rest or whatever.
So just to confirm one thing, the meeting we're supposed to have with this person at midnight is not supposed to obviously be here at the raft. It's supposed to be somewhere else.
It's not at the raft, but it's in this shitty part of town, and it's like, maybe a couple streets over. It's not too far.
Okay. I mean, we know the location. Do we want to do anything here then, or do we just go for the meeting?
Lily, if you had a close look at the raft yourself, and if you were in a situation, say, where someone is paddling out and you have to chase them and stop them from getting away, you could try and identify weak spots, because with Magic Missile, you can designate a target and specifically hit it. So you could, like,
That's true.
hit the fastenings and have it come apart on them. Or try to.
Oh, that is the perfect intimidation thing ever.
Battle back, glowing with magic on the shore! Battle the fuck back!
Either come the fuck back or we drop you right there in the fucking sea.
I know you only have 60 feet on that spell!
So, what do we want to do?
Huh.
We should at least talk with the smuggler guy.
Do we want to do anything or prep something here before then, or?
Don't think so. We should at least have someone keeping. I mean, if you are meeting him today, no one is leaving, so no need for do it right now.
Okay. So let's go rest up then and, well, see him at midnight.
Okay. So, which of you are going to the meeting openly and which are trying to stealth? I assume Jacklor is trying to stealth.
We'll say that he's trying to steal.
He isn't.
I think I'll go to the meeting then.
Lady could try and stealth. I need to go because I was the
Yeah.
first one trying to get contact.
Or,
I think Charles should just stay behind.
or if you want, because you mentioned you, Ralph, went, maybe Lily should go with you then, and me and Charles will stand back and, well, be ready if anybody else comes.
But you are the one good at talking.
Yeah, but you're the person who's not.
I don't even speak their language properly.
Fair. All right then, let's go with that.
Okay, so, who's going?
I guess me and Ralph.
Okay. And where is Lily and Charles for this? An answer of 2 streets back to where we can reach them in 3 rounds is acceptable, but, you know, kind of need to know.
I mean, is that fine? I mean, I'm not that great at stealth either.
It's kind of a question of, how shall I put this? They'll have lookouts out, but you don't want these two to be at their mercy either. So how close?
I can take a few rounds of combat, so yeah, don't need to be like 1 round away, can be more.
Or you could just say, hey, we're gonna be here, and these two can run in your direction if things get bad. And then, you know, as the fuckers are chasing them, you start shooting.
Yeah.
It does work.
Keep in mind, Axie, you're one of the tankiest characters here.
What?
Naxi loaded with some special spells.
Arcane armor and arcane shield.
Not quite.
No.
No, I'm scared.
DR 10 versus a single attack as a reaction.
Nice.
It takes up a level 1 slot though, so can't do that too often.
Still nice.
Okay, so in combat rounds, how many rounds of full running away are you? 1, 2, 3.
I mean, is one safe? Is that like stealth check territory?
I mean, either way, I'm gonna have you roll a stealth check. It's just a question of what are the chances that someone actually sees you, because we're gonna apply a modifier that you won't necessarily see from my end.
2 rounds? I mean, that sounds fine, right?
Yeah, let's go 2 rounds.
Okay, then make a stealth check. And I'm gonna roll for Jackalor, which is who is probably gonna be in full armor for this.
Wait, do I have to use? I don't have weight penalty, right? So I can disable that and reroll that.
Yeah, you can leave your bedrolls and the like at the end.
Holy Jesus.
He's just standing there with his tower shield, like,
Honestly, I would say that he would be smart enough to not carry the tower shield, but no, he isn't.
he isn't. Okay, so, there is a chance they wouldn't see you. It's not a high chance, but I'm gonna say they need at least a total of 10 with their modifier. Okay. Demi, Bacon, you go to a meeting place. There is a dude there in a sort of dirty leather clothing. It's not armor, it's just he's wearing leather, and it's dirty leather at that. Sort of unshaven face that reeks of alcohol, holding a shielded lantern. You, Ralph?
Me, Ralph.
What's the cargo?
I point at Demi to speak. No speak the language properly.
Wow.
You a murderer?
He's much more the slashy type.
Why do you want out of the city?
I just say to them in English, tell him about the rare coins we got from a place that we shouldn't talk about, that we need to smuggle out of the city.
Yeah. Basically, let's just say that we tried to use some counterfeit, and that didn't go really well. So we kind of need to go.
Okay, see, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna need my guy to take a look at the coins you're gonna be paying me with in detail.
Entirely fair. We have actual coin this time.
But I still need to check, obviously. How hot are you right now?
Also,
They-
look through. I'd say 50-50.
So are you gonna be arrested if we wait a day?
With each day, the likelihood increases, and I wouldn't want to wake up with a spear or a sword at my neck. Let's just say it like that. Oh, the sooner the better.
Okay. So here's the thing. You, turns to Ralph. We know about you. We ain't fucking with the crowd that's staying at the Snake's Inn. So you can trust us. We know what happens when we screw you guys over. I have a safe house for 25 gold a night. You can either, or well, I know someone who has one. You can stay there for the night and we can leave tomorrow after we have checked your coinage. Both of you, make perception checks if you would.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 on my part.
So, you, just glancing up, as you are thinking, just see movement from one of the roofs, and you briefly catch the glimpse of a lizard-like face that ducks back down.
Look back straight. Sorry for asking, just a bit paranoid. You wouldn't have a associate above us?
He just gives you a look back, and you just hear a faint voice from above in Draconic. Shit, we've been made!
Yeah, I heard they said that we've been made.
Presumably you say this in English.
Yes.
Now I'm waiting for the person in front's reaction.
He just sort of licks his lips. I'm not sure what to say from here. Come on, we have to take him. You know you don't. You're a stupid fucking cunt. Let's just fucking leave. Again, in Draconic. You're hearing this as well, Demi, but unless you have Draconic, you just don't understand.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they look like they want to leave. I just look at the smuggler. More than one in top. Yours?
Just shrugs and... You know how it is. Insurance.
Okay. Be honest. Better.
Not in my experience.
I point to my sword. My experience.
Sort of, almost takes half a step back and you see he just eyes narrow with suspicion. It's like,
Look at them. Yeah, I think we can take his offer. We can see if he's not carrying anyone today. Just keep on watch of that place, and we take the safe house.
So just to reaffirm the plan. So tomorrow night, right? Where? So
okay,
are you gonna come
tonight
to us, or...
you're gonna need to show the gold to my guy. Then tomorrow, same time, same place, we meet up. I take you to where our way out of the city is. We take you out. We come ashore, couple of miles downstream, then you're on your own.
Of course. Okay then. Tomorrow night you guys are coming towards us, right? Not us to you.
This place, here. We meet here.
Okay.
But right now, you show your money to my guy, we make sure you're legit.
Okay. Oh. So what's the... So you would have told me this, Ralph. What's the price?
300 gold.
What are we doing here anyways? I need just a reminder.
We are checking if he's carrying anyone else in the next few days, or if he took any job recently.
I mean, you know that this guy is doing a thing, so right now you could say, well, actually, it turns out they called off the search and, just back out of it. Or try to.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you could also ask him if you are not sure how safe is the job, if he did it like recently, if he's confident of the route with the extra security.
Okay. Yeah, because I just needed a reminder of what the fuck we're doing here, actually. Okay.
Oh,
Now-
yeah. If you ask him how confident he is, he's gonna tell you like if you're carrying magic on you, you're shit out of luck. There's a wizard constantly at the walls next to the dock scanning, so...
Understandable. And just a note, is it just going to be... Don't want to go too much, but are we going to be your only people, or do we have to, or is there going to be somebody else that we might...
Don't worry, no one will know how you're getting out.
Okay.
Ask him where we find the guy, we bring him the coins, the legit ones.
Yeah. I mean, aren't we bringing him the legit ones first and foremost?
I know, we only have legit coins, Demi, remember?
Oh, he's implying that you would go right now.
Yeah, we need to go now.
Okay, Demi, I'm gonna need a bluff check, because presumably you don't want to pay these fuckers 200 gold, and you're gonna try and go like, well, actually...
Well,
our plan is, we are going to grab the coins and we never come back.
Like, I'll let them appraise if that's the problem, but it's more like, how about we get the job done, and I'll pay whoever's at there. Stuff like that.
He's gonna agree to half up front, half after, because it's fucking risky. Okay, yeah, no, so they appraise, you fuck off. Next day comes after you rest. What do?
We know that it isn't that guy, so that's a dead end. We need to find someone else. He's not willing
No,
to
he
carry
didn't
someone with
say
magic
no
items.
that he wouldn't carry them per se. It's well, how do I put this? Like, you have someone with that cantrip. Presumably, if someone did the research, they could tell this fucker that wizards can only scan out to like 60 feet with that. So it's more like
But if he doesn't know and is not
Yeah.
willing to carry someone, so we know that at least for now he didn't take any contract.
Yeah.
We can keep a watch on him, but for now it's safe.
And that's a
And
fair
I'm going to
point.
eat,
You presumably have like a week till the watch gets relaxed.
Yeah, I gave you guys my good tip, and I'm going to leave for now. Be right back soon. Good luck.
Curse. Now it's only just me. Okay. So, what do we do now? Like, a raft probably seems to be theirs then. So, I don't know.
Is Danny's camera only dying for me?
Yeah, I can still. It seems okay to me.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm monkey braining right now. I don't really have a go-to plan. I mean, what? So was this basically just a dead end? Like we found something, but that ain't it.
It is a way out of the city. Presumably, once they start letting ships leave, they're still gonna have. Oh, that's cursed.
That is terrifying.
They're still gonna have people scanning, people actually going out the front gates. But, it's a way to leave the city should you ever need to.
True.
Unless you turn these guys in.
Well, they took like what 100 gold from us, so I think we're gonna have to anyways at a point.
Well, they didn't yet. It was like, when you board the raft, you leave 100 with us and you can pay 100, to the ferryman once you, get rolled into the sea with stab wounds.
Got it. Where could we go next? So we know that we're dealing with higher, the nobles and stuff are having something. So, You have no idea how much I'm thinking. Like, if we chose for the House of Surus quest, that it's gonna be like, hey, I need you to smuggle out a fucking boat.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, the House of Surus quest has become unavailable.
Whack.
So I'm gonna need you to smuggle this out because it's tied to the genetic code of one of my enemies, and I need to get this to a blood wizard.
What the fuck could we do? I still think we should, at some point, keep somebody as a watch, because this seems like still like the most likely way out, especially if every wizard's over there. It could just be that that there's a chance that they're lying low for like a week or two even.
I mean, that's a legitimate concern. They just chill for a while. Then, because, these are, generally speaking, trained war wizards that are stationed here. They ain't gonna keep them just randomly watching for one random artifact that's probably long gone forever.
Oh, of course.
Each wizard represents about 1,000 gold of manpower and materials invested in his training to reach him to level 1.
I mean, we know that it's like, if it's out of the city, we're not gonna get it back, so we only really have to look if there's any plausible place where the belt could be hidden in the city.
You know, I have the weirdest idea ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, this person has a magical item, right?
Yeah.
And people with detect and stuff are trying to look for magical items. Now, what would happen if that magical item was also in a sea or around places with more magical items? What if this just a question? What if this bitch is literally hiding at Chison's Inn because there's going to be adventurers who might have magical stuff on them? It ends up being,
You
item.
can. You know what the belt looks like? The buckle is literally gilded with the symbols of the house in question. You can check at Chison's and see if anyone has a fancy new belt like that.
I mean, that shouldn't be that difficult. We literally sleep there, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will, I suppose.
Both of you make perception checks, Naxi. Take a +2 because you have detect magic and can immediately dismiss like a bunch of belts that are clearly non-magical.
Should I help you then, rather than growing on my own, or
I have like my wisdom modifier is 0, so you might not wanna help me.
my wisdom modifier is -1.
But you have perception, Demi, right?
My perception only has a +3.
I think Naxi with the bonus has a total of +2, right?
Yep.
Fine, I guess we'll just roll then. That's enough. I have only a +3 on perception. I've been a god with perception.
Oh, I didn't apply the modifier yet. I'll reroll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like one dude with a magical belt, but it's not gilded with gold, Nyaxi. Let me just looking at them, thinking about it, market price. You get paid like 400 gold total for one job for 4 people, and that was like a month ago. Like one of those belts, you just think about it, you'd have to save like forever.
But it ain't it. That's all I need to know. I'm not gonna steal.
Mm-hmm. But you did roll a natural 20, so I will give you something. There's a lot of talk about a lot of local gang bosses beating the fuck out of people in the poorer parts of town, demanding increased protection monies. There's talk about perhaps being job opportunities to go and clean that shit out from the City Watch or maybe even the Vigil Watch.
Side quest has been unlocked. Okay. But no leads. What do you think next? Where do we go next?
I just blast things with
I
magic.
mean-
What are you looking at me for?
And we could go through the, less, the poorer parts of town. Maybe we can detect some magic that it shouldn't be, or something. I don't know. Maybe someone has seen someone with a belt, that doesn't belong there or something. Like, you wouldn't hide in the wealthy parts of town if you were a thief, right?
I mean, and even if he was trying to steal this,
It's currently winter. Maybe they're hiding in the attic of someone's summer home.
considering this was stolen, I doubt this is going to be used. It's probably going to be sold for an increased market value, right?
I mean, probably.
So, and we also know the price, and it's expensive. So I suppose that narrows down who potential buyers could be, right?
Mm-hmm. If you were selling this to a shop, Alec told you like 2,000 gold, generally speaking, for resale. So yeah, that's like it's like almost half a year's wages for you guys at this rate.
And then there's things like, hey, I stole it. Here's for you. Probably a bit, maybe even slightly more. could want? I mean, who wouldn't want this? I'm gonna go with my gut instinct. I I think what's best if we just go around trying to look for as many clues as possible because we need a lead bad. I think I'm going to try and hear around, see around of the Asura's place.
Okay. Specifically, just anything you can pick up, talk with the workers, etc.
Yeah, basically that because I'm telling you, I know it's the meme, but it's like, what if their job, their lucrative business for mercenary work is literally get this thing out, and Asura has money. I'm just trying to get 2 and 2. So yes, I'm
Yeah,
gonna try.
Soros does have money. Might be that like one of their smaller fucks is doing this. Generally speaking, 2,000 gold is peanuts for, the amount of shit that goes through there.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna try and hear around there people with money or around people around money.
Mm-hmm. Give me a diplomacy check. Okay. Well, you do learn something about the job they were offering. Apparently, there is a rare blend of coffee that gets people high that is being grown in these northern parts, and one of the main farmers that provides them with stock has decided that he's gonna renege on his contract and just pay the penalty fee. So they're kind of upset about that because they're on the hook for more penalty fees down the line. So they stand to lose cash and they're kind of looking for someone to fix that for them.
Understandable. Not what I had in mind was going to be the quest.
Yeah, no, it's just banking its penalty fees all the way down to me.
God damn it. Cursed.
But other than that, you do hear more talk about, protection money. They don't fuck with the house directly, but a lot of the local businesses do have issues with protection money being required, so much so that they budget that in. Problem is, protection money has gone up, except in one area.
Okay then. Let's go and look there then, I suppose. I thought it was going to be a side quest. It's not. It's part of the main quest.
These are all side quests. I mean, side quests all the way down.
Now, if that place is not paying either more, it's either because they got a bunch of money now, or they have a scary person with the help of the belt to protect it. They can protect themselves, you get me?
Sure.
Let's say it like that. So, time to dress like very raggy and bad clothing and go Khajiita's wares and trying to find out who what where.
Okay, Demi, you wish to disguise yourself, yet you do not have a disguise kit, or do you?
I do not have a disguise kit.
Curious, isn't it?
Yes.
Would you like to procure one?
It doesn't matter. I can also just reuse this anyways. I'm gonna buy basically some very poor clothing, essentially, and then literally makeshift it to look like it's even poor.
Sure, subtract 2 copper pieces.
No problem.
Okay. So, what is the plan? Find out as much information about the protection racket in this area?
Yes, and why this one area is specifically different.
Alright, give me a Well, I'm gonna need a diplomacy roll, and there aren't that many catfolk in the city, so Nyaxi, give me a perception roll to make sure that he doesn't get jumped by someone.
I'm getting jumped.
Okay, they're gonna tell you that, the boss that runs this area is a real fucking asshole, but, apparently this time he just, didn't raise the protection money with the rest of them. It's weird.
No, I get it now. Probably someone from this area was the stealer, and that's why they're not getting increased pay. They did a job to not increase it.
It's weird. His stocks haven't been as out as much as usual either. It's weird. But then as they're telling you that, they sort of go quiet and then just sort of start walking away. You just feel two sets of hands gently grasp your shoulders. Oh, hello there, pussycat.
Hello.
Fancy seeing you in this part of town. Come here often. Hands slowly tighten. Why don't you take a walk with us? We'll show you the city.
Thanks. I'm in love with sightseeing.
Lily, you turn back to make sure that the cat is okay after looking at the rooftops for weird lizard things and see that two thugs have sort of come up behind him and are sort of starting to push him away towards darker alleys. You see a pair of manacles on the belt of one of them.
What's like is it like one of these precious moments where I get to eat people inside the city limits?
That's up to your judgment, actually.
Oh, I mean, they are abducting my friend, probably to sell him as a slave.
You can take a surprise round if you wish.
I will, I think. Maybe. Does he look like he needs help?
I am a little frail cat getting dragged away by two big brawny men. What do you think?
One of them is telling you that some people, nobles in particular, find Manticore very exotic, Demi.
I'll take a surprise round.
Okay, so you just hear steps from behind and then just, I presume, the whistle pop of a magic missile.
Yeah, I'm wondering, maybe I should use Elemental Ray. It has a higher damage potential.
Magic missile can't miss, but they are flat-footed, so it's like AC 10.
Yeah, maybe the magic missile will scare them off. So let's go with that.
Okay. You hear the ah, fuck! One set of hand vanishes, the other lets go. So one of the guys just left hand hanging uselessly by his side, just clutching it, looking, you what the fuck? The other one just sort of looks at his fellow, looks at you. Give me an intimidation check. With charisma. Takes off running.
Bad.
Takes off running. The other one just starts trying to crawl away, get to his feet.
I'm in manacles. I'm just going to.
Oh, they didn't put them on yet. They had them on the belt. They were just sort of, let's go into the alley, my dear friend, where we can sell you into slavery more easily.
Yeah, I'm just going to now casually use those manacles.
Oh, by the way, for those that didn't realize from the mature flag, this show will feature disturbing and triggering topics like sex trafficking.
Hold up.
My cat.
Like I said, Demi, some people find Manticore very exotic.
I would like to put up the red flag. Also, hello, good morning, Jackalore.
What do you mean the red flag? I saved you. Good morning.
You're late. I could have been sold as a sex slave, Jackalor, while you're just gleaming into your tower shield.
He nearly got sold, Jackalor.
Good riddance.
But yeah, I'm going to be using those manacles and just...
They were on the belt of the one that ran off. But this one, if you wish to, like, try and grab him and subdue him, he's currently prone on the ground.
Yeah, I don't want to knock him out. I just want to, well, just, I don't know, hold him by his legs or something. But I'd recommend not moving.
Okay, Lily presumably walks up. Just... Hey, shit, listen. It's nothing fucking personal, it's just business, dude.
I understand that completely. And you did your job basically perfect. But you messed with
My
the wrong...
fucking shoulder blade is shattered. I can't move my arm.
You'll be able to later. So we're going to...
Oh, these are effectively commoners, Demi. They don't have adventurer level healing. He's fucked for life!
I may as well teach him to take my property.
Your property.
I mean, you're lucky that these fuckers were trafficking him because that's a maiming with magic. That's a trip to the colony usually.
For self-defense.
So, well, we're already in a shady alley. I know it hurts. Please endure it for a little bit. I need to ask
You just hear a clonk from the house opposite as they slam the window shut.
Thank you.
You were near the alley. You didn't quite get dragged into it, but the locals seem to know what's up, and apparently someone tried to jump some adventurers, and that never ends well.
Yeah, let's just drag him a little bit.
Just drag him to the alley. He just as the bones grind.
Sorry. Try and plump it in a positional place. Lily, just keep an eye out, please. So
Sure.
my name. What's your name? Let's start off nice.
Fuck off! Just fuck off! I have 12 gold pieces on me. Just take them and go, please.
No, I don't want to do that. So, you tried to kidnap me.
I'm sorry, okay, Catfolk, go for 80 gold pieces a pop!
That's very useful information to know, actually. Thank you. No, I'm more interested in, well, you don't just kidnap people willy-nilly. This isn't an independent thing. Who's your boss, exactly? Kind of need to know that.
Yeah, he's gonna give you a name. He's gonna tell you it's not my fucking fault.
No,
The boss's boss raised the dues. I'm fucked if I don't get money.
I don't blame you. What I'm interested in, though, is why isn't... Oh, let's just say a little birdie told me, but why isn't this place affected?
I don't fucking know. Vanashuk must have gotten something. I don't fucking know. He's dead if he doesn't pay, same as everyone else.
Okay, so essentially, if you do good work or something good for the boss, he gives you a nice little reward, right?
No, he lets me do what I do, and I pay him.
You need a new boss.
It's not how it works. Everyone on the way up takes a cut for everything. I'm at the bottom. Oh fuck, my arm's fucked. I can't work anymore. I'm screwed.
All right. Do you know anybody, or since you're working for the boss, do you know anybody that he has who is, not big, brawny, but more small, quick, does, sneaky, dirty? essentially?
Oh, there's Dirty Ron. Dirty Ron, yeah, he pretends to be a beggar and steals from people.
Okay.
But Dirty Ron is over on the other side of the docks.
Okay.
But Demi, out of character, he's talking about his boss. The local boss, Vanashuk, is someone else.
Oh, I thought that was.
Yeah,
the
no,
boss.
it's
So it's just somebody.
it's like a complicated mafia thing where they each have types of crime they're allowed to do.
That's scuffed. Now I feel bad for the guy.
He's not even involved. You just popped a magic missile through his shoulder blade and shattered it. He could have fed a family for 6 months with the cash he would have made from selling you, Demi.
That's beside the point.
I wish I could heal him. I cannot, however.
You have a health potion on in your group somewhere.
We do.
Lily just burps. No, I already drank it. Sorry.
You're better off giving him the health potion and having him sell it rather than,
I still.
They're not adventurers. The bone won't just pull itself back into alignment like it does with you guys.
He doesn't have a. He's classless.
Yep.
He's not special.
I mean, kill him at that point.
Do you know that's like 20 years in harsh mining colonies?
That's mean. Right. I'm just gonna. 1 second. Go back to Lily. He doesn't know much. Doesn't really know. We got the wrong person. Or rather, he got the wrong.
And now we need to hide the evidence. Can you dissolve a corpse?
Could you? I feel bad for him losing his shoulder now. I know he wanted to sail me, but entirely understandable. These things happen. We're in the bad part of town. You wouldn't know how to heal that, right?
Just send them to the temple. I mean, they help poor people for free, right?
They might ask questions about how this happened, though.
Thank you.
I mean, you could drag him to Chison's, and there's probably someone who has cure light wounds.
What would be more cheaper, just giving them the health potion or trying to heal?
If you're paying for someone to cast a first level spell, that's 10 gold pieces.
How much?
10 gold pieces for someone to actually cast it.
Okay, I'll do that. Just gonna go back to him. Okay, so sorry about this.
Fuck you!
What do you mean? It's a dog-eat-dog world, Debbie. Just leave me.
No.
He kind of asked for it. He dressed as a fucking peasant with his good-looking, cleanly groomed cat fur, walked down a dark fucking streets like, hello, fellow poors. It's like he's surprised that people tried to grab him and sell him to a brothel.
I'm not blaming him, but I thought I had the right person.
Lily's like, he should have known. There's no excuse.
This will come out of my pocket. Don't worry. How about we go get that magically healed? Hopefully it works. We just gotta be maybe I think a little bit fast. I'll pay, give you even a drink, and let's forget about this. Well.
Okay. Well, the priests of Madrigal are gonna want to know, how did this happen? That looks like a magic-inflicted wound.
I thought we were gonna go to Chison's.
Chison's to adventurers.
Yeah, because I thought that's where the cheaper is gonna be.
Generally speaking, yes, you can go to Chison's. It will probably be cheaper, and people. Sure, Chison's it is. Roll a luck die, 1d20. Higher is better. Okay. Mervyn happens to be in, taking a drink with Charles.
Fucking blessed. Hi! Hey guys! How are you guys doing?
Okay, good. Just came back from a job. How have you been doing? Did you get
I know.
robbed? Why are you
Attempted,
wearing that?
attempted robbery, actually. Merwin, do you know how to heal people, possibly?
You just sort of... What did you do?
Well, somebody tried to kidnap me, and we had to do a little oopsie, but I kind of feel bad because he's not the person I need, so kind of want to make it up.
You're
Charles,
just
what?
digging yourself a deeper hole.
Charles, what the
I know.
fuck? You know him. What the fuck is going on here?
I think he's trying to dig himself out by digging down.
Possibly.
Is that a dwarf reference I don't get?
Probably, yeah.
Like, your mind is going back to your role-playing sessions back in the real world, and you're starting to get a feeling that you know what kind of a misunderstanding might have happened. You've role-played this out at the table plenty of times, except now it's for real, and that's like 5 to 10 years in max sec.
Yasim will pay you for healing the guy.
Don't- I'll, as I said, everything comes out of my pocket. I told that to Lily, so don't
Yeah.
worry about that. Please.
He's gonna get up, grab his crossbow, ratchet it back, slot in a bolt, just hold it at his side, start, okay, lead the way.
And I'll just go to the guy whose shoulder is fucked. So I brought some help. Hopefully the shoulder will be better now. Hopefully.
Just looks at him, looks at the shoulder. I sharply go up at Lily, like this, because he's a short little fuck.
What?
What did you do to this man?
They were trying to sell the cat into prostitution. What was I supposed to do? They were outnumbering me.
He just looks down at the fucker. He just... It's not my fault! It's not my fault! It's my skin on the line! Demi, I'm gonna need a diplomacy check to convince Mervyn to help, because Idra is dead set against forcibly applying people to these kind of situations.
Yeah.
Just gonna shake his head. Gonna lean down. Okay, you have two choices, asshole. Either I heal you and we're going to the City Watch as our next fucking stop, or I'm gonna leave you here with the sorceress. Dude's just gonna looks around looking for escape. There is none. He's gonna utterly broken, just slowly nod. And yeah, Mervin's gonna heal him. Which spell would he use up for this? He's not gonna need comprehend language. Stay. Yeah, the wound completely heals.
Cool.
The
Thanks,
dude
Mervyn.
actually just shivers on the ground as it happens and starts throwing up. And it's just mutters something about, divine displeasure, etc.
So, let's go to the City Watch, and, well, I hope you learned your lesson. But I don't blame you fully.
You're going to prison! What are you talking about?
I mean, he might get a few years knocked off if he sells out his fellows.
He's a dead man.
He's a fucking dead man. I don't remember. I don't remember how much it was, but I think Vesh might have had a separate line for selling people into slavery. Campaigns.
Fitting punishment.
Campaign setting Gelspad. Let's find Vesh's penal code. Wesh, 106. Okay, culture, crime and punishment. Theft, banditry, recklessness, death, treason. This is usually punished by a fine generally equal to 10 times the value of the item or stolen or damage inflicted. Okay. So, this would be a particularly fucked case of banditry because you are trying to steal people and it involved potential harm to people. So, since Vesh does not believe in slavery, he's not going to have to pay a fine for nearly stealing Demi, whatever the established price of catfolk might be in other parts of the world. But yeah, he's going to the fucking colony, and you will both be required to serve as witnesses during court proceedings.
Understandable.
Yeah, it takes several hours for you to go through all the paperwork, take sworn statements. And at what point did you decide that it was applicable to use deadly magics on these people? You know. Put you in a small room with a couple of interrogators, give you the I mean,
Hey, I've seen this story before.
It's kind of like you get the impression that what you did was technically justified, but the cops really don't like you. It's like, so you shot someone in self-defense. That's not what you're supposed to do unless you're a cop. So it's a whole lot of them making your life difficult for not much reason for a while.
I guess all cops are bastards.
But yeah, this dude is totally fucked.
Hey, at least the shoulder's good.
So he can work harder in the colony, sure.
You can look at it like that.
He's going to the Calder Mountains for a 5-year vacation, Jackalor! See the booming iron industry of Vesh and breathe the fresh mountain air!
Work in mines is generally seen as the deadliest work back in the day. And people died after months.
Oops. Well, he's a strong man with 2 healthy shoulders at least!
Not for long.
Well, you did end up wasting a fair bit of day on this fuckery and a single spell slot, but other than that...
Well, we have 2 other members that
And
are...
10 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give out 10 gold pieces, I don't care.
Sure. So, how do you wish to proceed with the investigation? This is like the evening of day 2 of the 7 days you have. To clue Jackalor in, I'm actually going to step away for a second. Bring him up to speed with everything you've discovered so far.
Cool. So, Jackalor, essentially what we're doing is we took the quest from Aulik, the wizard guy, and he got his magical item stolen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to look for that, and we went to the dock to look for a smuggle guy, and yeah, we found a raft and a smuggle place that he can go through, because everything else is being guarded by wizards who are using consistently detect magic. After some more clues, we found out that there is a poor place with a big bad boss, and one place in specific is not getting increased racketeering money needs. So, and then that's where I got kidnapped almost.
It's like a fancy gold belt. That's
Belt.
magical. Yeah,
Yes.
that would resell for like 2k if it was resellable.
Yep. And the potential theory right now is that somebody from this area did the dirty job for that boss, which is why they're not getting taxed more.
How does that even make sense?
What do you mean?
Why would the boss make them pay less protection money because they stole something nice?
No, they just
Usually, like,
didn't try to beat extra out of the locals.
What?
Like, all the other bosses raised their protection monies. He just kept them where they were. Because mostly these people don't have that much extra to take without going bankrupt.
So we're investigating.
Yeah, how do you think that would cause...
Because I misread it, because I just had different information, because I thought it was one boss controlling an area, he's taxing everything else besides a specific area. No, there are multiple bosses.
Of course there's multiple bosses. You have no idea how crime works.
Jack Lee was sleeping. Fuck off. If you wanted to be a part, come earlier.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But still, it's...
Because I had misread the information. Thank you very much. Let's continue.
Well, the information you have so far is that there are, like, local bosses, which this Vanashuk fellow is one of, and they have a boss which controls, several of them. And a bunch of them raised their protection monies and other ways of raising revenue, and this one didn't. So, and his thugs aren't out trying to beat extra money out of, the locals, which kind of...
Well, yeah, if it goes up the chain then that boss that didn't need to raise probably doesn't have to pay more to his boss because he got him a fancy fucking belt for 2,000 gold.
Or found some other revenue stream, yeah.
Or that. So the idea still stands.
Fair enough.
Like, he paid off his yearly fucking, profits through a single item.
But he didn't do it, from what you can tell. At least from what these guys said.
Well,
these guys were speaking about an entirely different boss.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
That's why they were the wrong guys, Jackalor.
So now we have to find the right guys.
Like, their boss isn't even in the protection business. He's in the brothel business.
Why don't we just dismantle the whole business for every single boss and just...
You'll end up dead, but sure.
Oh, fair. I mean, we are still only level 1, this is true.
Let's take out the Mafia!
So, I think we now need to find the actual guys. And go from there.
Okay. I
Okay.
should probably not be involved in most of that because I am not stealthy at all.
I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah.
mostly okay. I'm sure you'll be fine.
You're part of the intimidation squad.
Minus 15 to agility and everything.
Okay, so talk to the locals about the boss.
The right one this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like they're afraid of you, and there's a lot of people who tell you that, listen, whatever it is that you have with the fucking snake, just we don't want to be in the middle of it, right? Just don't burn our homes down, please.
We're not.
Sounds like a specific application of burning hands to their property first, so they talk more.
That would be arson, and they burn people alive for that in Shalzar. But yeah, they are strangely willing to cooperate. It's like they'll give you an area where you can usually run into one of the boss's thugs. They won't necessarily tell you where his actual base is because most people wouldn't know, and those who wouldn't want to pass it on because that's a way to get stabbed if someone finds out.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have, like, a pair of streets that you can narrow it down to.
Well, let's find a lone thug and what? Let's intimidate him, guys.
Okay, how long do you wish to wait until you find one?
Good question. What time of day is that? Like you said, evening.
Yeah, it's evening. The sun is going down about now.
It's time for shady stuff, so we could wait. I think like what, 2-3 hours.
Okay, roll me a perception. Doesn't seem to be any around.
Darn. But if these are alleyways that they're gonna be in, there might be secret. Well, not secret doors, but doors leading to the hideouts, right?
Can I roll for the perception as well?
Sure, if you're there.
We're all.
So behind you, you hear a clonk. Can I look? Okay, so you're just hanging out there. You do catch a bit of movement in one of the alleyways, and you just see a single figure step up to the wall, do something to his pants, and just stand there, just arching his back for a moment.
Does he look like a criminal?
I mean, he's pissing in an alleyway, so presumably.
Vandalizing. Well, he's pissing, and well, shall we?
Catch him with his pants down, sure.
Demi, would you like to try and sneak up behind him and sneak attack?
No, sneak attack does damage. I don't want to.
You could non-lethal sneak attack.
Yeah, people.
First of all, does he seem to be alone?
Looks like.
It's a fucking ambush.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't really want to clobber him. You get me, guys? That's illegal.
Does Nia have sleep?
We could literally just just go up to him.
I mean, yes, that's...
Fancy meeting you here, sir. Looking for a good time.
So, what's the plan, guys? How do you guys want to do this? Do you want to just go?
As you're trying to decide, you see him shake something, and
yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go trying to sneak up behind him.
Okay, roll stealth.
Not trying to what is it called? Knock him out. Just so far, just sneak up.
You sneak up behind him and hug him.
No.
This is wisdom based, right?
Yes.
Perception? Yeah.
Okay. You sneak up behind him. What do you do? He seems to be lacing up his pants.
Yeah. I'm basically gonna try and go in a very intimidating voice this time.
Uh-huh.
Essentially, basically, like, don't move. If you do, very bad things are gonna happen. Stay as you are, and well, just respond to my questions.
Okay. Roll intimidate. He just goes. Starts turning around and just freezes.
Yeah, that was expected, huh? So,
second Batman. Catman?
Catman. So, good evening. Let's get this basically kind of down. Do you work for? I'm going to ask essentially if he works for the boss that we're looking for, or that person, the area. I don't know.
Oh, oh, are you making a big fucking mistake?
Possibly, but try and answer the question. Do you or do you not?
Fuck me.
No, thank you.
Sure.
Sure does. Do I have to do this again out of character, Chris? Sure doesn't really answer it. That would assume that you're saying yes now.
What the fuck do you want from me, man? It's fucking late.
I know it's late, and it's late for me too. So that's why I answer the questions normally.
Why the fuck are you cunts trying to move in our territory anyway? Like, who do you even work for? Who the fuck are you?
That's a lot of questions asking from somebody who is yet to put on his pants on properly.
Looks down. Nah. His pants are laced up, but he had to check.
Gotcha. So, okay, you do work. So, why aren't you guys paying more?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you fucking do. Come on, answer.
Okay, Demi, he's gonna try and make a run for it. Would you like take an attack of opportunity?
Yes. But I can't designate this as non-lethal, right?
You can, you just take the -4. But yeah, his response is trying to dash back towards the building he came out of.
Hey, I hit for one bash. Well, maybe hit. I don't know.
Let's check. Yeah,
The
no,
rest
you
of you are
hit.
Yeah, the rest of you are nearby, right?
They're like across the street in another alley, so Naxi can be within missile range with, you know, a move. The rest can get within melee with a run.
I don't know if I can justify that in court.
3 near-lethal incidents in a single day, miss! Where did you get your magic license?
She's a sorcerer, she doesn't get one.
From wizarding school.
Yes, infused with the powers of the Titans and abusing them.
What the fuck are you guys up to?
Demi ambushed one of the thugs working for Mafia boss that they think is responsible while he was pissing in an alley.
That's not honorable, Demi.
Bruh.
The dude
Shut up and catch him.
makes it across the alley and uses his action to open the door he came out of. That's it. Now we roll initiative normally and see if you can grab this fucker before he gets inside and warns people.
Are we on the lethal mode?
I don't know, are you? Naxi had an incident and has a court date.
I have nothing to fear, that's self-defense. I couldn't just let them sell Demi into sex slavery. And I was outnumbered.
I mean, it's Demi. Don't you think he was consenting to it?
He dressed as a commoner and walked around as an exotic and well-groomed cat in a bad neighborhood.
Seems like it was consensual.
It didn't look consensual to me.
So, like, just for the sake of it, this guy is out of sight, and you are, like, over here, and Demi was, like, over here next to the other wall. We're going to consider this to be the alleyway. And yeah, you're just close enough to get there to run.
Unless you have 20 foot movement.
It's still within 80. So you can get within melee range. But roll your initiative check, Lore.
Just a second.
That's nice.
The dwarf is the fastest.
Okay. So you see this happen. The dude makes a run for it. Then he goes with the mace, clips the edge of his ear, and the dude is presumably right there. Would you like to scream at the top of your lungs and charge, Jackalor?
Axe up.
He whispers and charges. Clonk, 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 clonk.
You can't scream and charge. That's up to me. By the way, how do you do the movement thing now? I don't know anymore.
Right click. You right click
Right.
when you have your token selected.
But how, right clicking just
You
brings a hand.
drag your dude and then you right click.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like-
That's so cursed because right click also moves the screen for me. I have to change it.
Only if you don't have your character selected.
No, with my character selected, it also moves the screen for me.
Cursed.
Not
Change
for
your
me.
fucking settings.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I should make sure. Yes, we are on appropriate map. That will do. So, you get within melee range. The dude just clonk, 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 just glances back. Oh, shit! Ralph. Apparently it's on.
Still trying to figure out how to do it, but well, people are charging, so
How
I'm
much
doing what
charge
I
do
do
you
best.
have?
No, I'm not going to actually do a charge. I'm going to just be close to the guy and use my multiple attacks of opportunity to catch him if he tries to flee.
You can only do one per provocation. So if he tries to move out of your range, you get one.
Yeah, but if he goes back and leaves again, I get another.
Why would he
Arguably.
go back?
I don't know.
He seems pretty stupid, he might.
Yeah, look his face.
Sure.
But I'm not raging yet because I don't trust myself raging to not completely fuck this guy.
Okay.
So just on here.
Lily.
I'll
They left you alone. You could, without any witnesses, start attacking the townsfolk.
I'm going to say that you can just go like here to get the line of sight on him.
I'm not gonna use magic. I'm just gonna.
Oh,
get
so you
over
just
there.
get over there. Sure. Demi.
He doesn't. It can't just attack people.
He's surrounded. I'm gonna walk up from the other side.
You do get sneak attack if you choose to bonk.
No, I don't think I will. I just want to put my fucking hand on his shoulder, like, are you sure you want to do this now?
Make a strength check. You're trying to initiate a grapple.
Oh, I was mostly trying to scare him, but sure. Strength check?
Yes, because, like, you are trying to grab hold of him, and he is most definitely gonna resist. At least I think it's strength check. You don't have a combat maneuver bonus, and that beats that, so you grab hold of him. Okay, well, he's a stupid cunt and he's more scared of someone else than you. As stupid as that might be, so, I think it's like a contested thing to break out. But Well, you succeed on grapple, so unless he breaks out, you have like a hand over his mouth, we can say. Because you can see that he's gonna try and scream.
I have a -1 to strength, guys.
Is
Can I do
this
it?
gonna do it? No, it doesn't. I think it's strength plus combat maneuver bonus, so it should be +3.
Do I roll again, or does the same result stay?
You roll again because you're defending against him breaking free.
So am I rolling the strength check or the combat maneuver bonus? Both are at -1.
Combat maneuver bonus, because I think it's calculated correctly for you. And yep, just prone on the ground. Okay. And let's check. I should close this. I'm not gonna need that.
Oh, by the way, are we healed?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Hear from inside. Oh, what the fuck? And let me just make sure that I put people on the correct layers. Inside, it's just a bunch of crates where there are tables stacked up. So consider those to be blocking line of sight. The like actual stools, those wouldn't. What, Demi?
Nah, I'm just trying to think how to get the fuck away from this situation. Y'all fucking drag him, and I'm just gonna try and be a Jehovah's Witness.
What?
They just kill you.
Oh, what the fuck? That is a cursed initiative. Okay. Top of the round. Charles, what do? He is grappled and he is, well, flanked and vulnerable. You could bonk him.
Can I coup de grace him?
In a lethal way or in a non-lethal way?
Non-lethal, obviously.
Let me look up grappled. I don't think he's helpless, he's just grabbed.
I mean, it's the grapple dimension. Who knows what happens in there?
Special attacks, grapple. Okay. Okay, so Demi, this is important for you. You can move yourself and him at half your speed as you're dragging him, while you maintain control of him.
Okay.
You can inflict your damage equal to your unarmed strike or any natural attack you have. You can try and pin him. You can tie him up. But other than that, you're just giving him... let's see. I'm not seeing any negatives immediately here, but I'm just skimming this. So effectively you have him grabbed and you can do some special things with him. So Charles, you can bash him normally with a flanking bonus, but you can't coup de grace him.
Yeah, just knock him out.
Keep in mind -4 for non-lethal because your
Sure,
axe
bash him
has
all
not
the
been made into non-lethal. Imagine having like a +5 non-lethal sap. Go on, Jackalor. Oh wait, no, you're not actually... You're not the one flanking him. That's
No?
a Bacon.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
Oh,
reroll.
fair enough. I thought you were giving... Yeah, I thought you were giving me flanking bonus because he's
No,
prone.
fuck you. Why would I do that?
Though you didn't note that he was prone. Does that help in any way?
Yeah, I think it increases the reduces his AC for
Yeah.
melee, but increases for ranged, something like that.
Let's check.
And I think I hit either way.
Yeah, +4 against ranged, -4 against melee.
Yeah, easy hit then.
Yeah. You know what? Let's not fuck around with it more. That's enough to knock him out, because we're gonna take the first attack as being closer to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Be right back real quick.
Ralph, you heard a what the fuck from inside.
I just take this guy from Demi and try to carry him away.
Sure, you can easily do that. I think.
He- half movement, so I move 2 times and I just bring him like 15, 30.
Okay. Lily, what do?
Keep on a lookout. I don't know. Like, I guess that.
Alright, Demi.
Hold up, I'm trying to find out what gods exist.
I will send you the list.
No. I think I found it. Yeah.
Scott lands under clerics.
Yeah, I will put in tabletop like the wiki link and I will fix it.
Oh, thank you. Because if we're only dragging him away, then I bet I'm gonna fucking try and do the Jehovah Witness strat.
Okay.
Who would be a good fucking god?
Guardian.
Corian? Yeah, let's go with Corian. Okay. Just gonna look, there, proper. And a little bit, maybe try and fake it. Ta-da! Oh, door opened. Just gonna be ready to talk.
Okay, so you are readying in action to proselytize at the open door.
Yup. Do you have a moment to donate His Holy Lord Corey?
And should work because one of his current domains is missionary work, so...
Oh yeah, and if he is wearing the bell, yeah, this is a good time to check if that actually is a thing.
Okay, so you see a dude come out from between the boxes. By the way, the inside, you can consider that to be dim light, because I think that gives some of you mischances on some things. And dude's just like, oh, what the actual fuck, boss?
The door was open, sorry. Do you have a moment to talk about Corian and offer a donation?
You can see he's just having a short sword. He's ready to fucking go.
Shame. Probably just gonna, in English then, just go, Ralph, it's not working.
Just give me a second. I'm placing him behind a barrel.
Okay, I actually have this set wrong. Ah, never mind, it's close enough. Okay, let's see. What would this guy do then? Bacon. Well, Demi is doing that. I need you to make me a perception check.
Oof. Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
You hear the front door open quietly.
Yeah, I think someone is trying to escape or sneak on us.
Gotcha.
Okay. We're back to Charles.
He's not back.
I mean, he's gonna charge when he gets back, so... Okay, presuming the Jackalor's gonna engage this fucker. Bacon, what do?
I'm just going to drop this guy and
Thunk.
do a movement. And it, like, is this door you are talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll just do a movement here and pick, ready to, if anything, charge the guy next round if I see he's trying to escape.
Make another perception check.
And I learn how to do the thing. I go here, I click once, here, and then like here. Picking.
Okay. Can't see anyone.
Hmm.
Lily!
The direction of Bacon, because 2-2 is like more sane than a 3-1. So I'll move over there. Let's do measuring tool.
If you double move, you can move pretty much anywhere. If you move once, I think you have what, 35? Okay,
I
make a
think so.
perception check as well.
I don't think I can beat 26.
Yep. Can't see it. Demi,
Yes.
what do?
Seeing him draw the sword and going, I'm just gonna look at it. It's like, why does this always happen? And well, I'm going to just sort of for the time being just piss off to the side.
Okay.
And yeah, and you know, ready weapon, and something's gonna happen.
Okay.
Gonna let Charles do the work.
This dude is gonna step into the doorway and can try and stab at you.
Understandably so.
As you do. Now, ignore the club. This is effectively the same damage, except that it's slashing, and that misses.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. Now, this is important. Let's see, rogues get extra speed at some point. Do they?
I don't think they do, actually. I think that's a hold up. No. Not sure what level he is, but no. Yeah, they get like stuff like uncanny dodge for like dexterity for AC stuff and reflex saves, but nothing for speed.
Okay. Make another set of perception checks, the two of you. So, you actually notice, almost crawling, staying very low to the ground, a figure in a dark cloak, just slowly on all fours going forward, a long, thin sword in his hand. And, well, Demi, do you want to roll Jackalor's attack for him, or should I?
I don't have a sheet open, so I think it's editable, so I think it's easier for you. Though he probably should have moved for a flanking.
Yeah, there he is. Jackalor, you have been gone for so long you get 2 rounds in a row. So, this fucker came out here and tried to stab at Demi. What do?
hit the bitch.
Okay. -4, keep in mind.
If you're doing it
Yeah, I
non-lethal.
know.
Yeah, if you're going
can't
non-lethal.
You can also flank him if you want to.
Oh, that's fine. You should have mentioned the flanking.
You should know the rules of the game. You had a proper NPC training you as well. The fact that you never learned, that's on you.
Okay, miss. And then next attack. Or
Wait, were you...
you said I had 2 actions right after each other or something.
Yeah, 2 rounds.
Okay.
Because you...
Also,
we've come
move
back
in
down round to
proper
you.
position in the map.
So yeah, just move into your position and then take the next one with the flanking.
So was it with flanking or not?
The second one was
It-
with. The first one I'm gonna punish you on because fuck you.
Then I rolled them.
Yes, reroll properly.
Okay. No flanking.
No, with flanking for the...
I rolled.
Ow. No, the first one without. Second one, yes. First one you rolled.
Checklo, now you're muted. We can't hear you.
I was just gonna...
No, I rolled properly. The first one was without flanking. The other one was.
Oh, you actually managed to roll that shitty. Well, move yourself in the proper position then on the map.
I am. Showed me being here. Right
I
here.
have no words. Ralph, what do?
Oh, well, there's only one thing I should do right now. It's rage and charge time.
Okay.
I rage. I charge the guy that is daring to sneak in front of me. It's more than 2, so I can do it. Boom.
Is it a cat or a lizard?
It's a lizard. Charge
Okay.
and great sword. It's a miss, right?
Oh, that's not non-lethal. Uh-oh.
It is a miss, but that would have instantly yelled him if it had hit. Oh, that is savage. Okay. So,
Almost max damage.
did I not give him the... Hold up, I need to open to see what the natural attack with poison does, because it might be better to just poison you.
It depends the poison, I would probably just roll against it.
Yeah, like you would
And
still
you
get a
should-
save.
Yeah, it would probably be a constitution on strength, right? That's the common poisons.
Should be. Give me a second. So, a
Yeah,
something.
the regular one, unless it says otherwise, it's just 1d4 constitution.
Oh, that's the thing. He can do it as a secondary attack. Bacon, you've looked into natural attacks. Are they considered finesse?
No, they
Okay.
aren't.
Okay. So, he's gonna attempt to puncture your flesh with his blade, which has been carefully worked to be black and not reflect in the light. And I believe that's 6 piercing.
Yep, I take the damage.
And, actually, the poison doesn't give them a thing. I think that might be a alternative thing. Yeah, that's only for some. So, he's gonna attempt to bite you at the same time. You've been to Sen's Fortress, right? Or seen people playing through there. He tries to do the chomp with the fangs, but misses.
Yep.
Wait, I'm doing this out of order. Lily, you get to blap him first. My bad.
What's the legal situation here? That's a gray area, right?
You just saw the tip of a blade just go through bacon, so
Very well.
arguably.
Self-defense because I never hit him. It was just to scare. He did first
Just
attack.
yeah, blade goes like shaves eyebrows off. But no, it was just just a warning shot.
I mean, his goons tried to step Demi first.
You can't see that. You don't know that happened.
I heard his pathetic meow when he was almost stabbed.
He pathetically meows all the time, so.
Yeah, but like the cops don't know that.
And something I learned talking with the guys at the army, like you shot him, and then you shot again into nothing, and you say, "Oh, I did a warning shot. He didn't listen. Then I shot him." That's army standard procedure.
Would you like to apply a
Okay,
yeet?
yeah. I guess I'll use magic missile.
Okay, that's a 2. Okay. Then Demi.
Yes, I am with this flanking maneuver here. Haha, going to non-lethally attack this bit.
So they're just slaughtering the lizard man, and we're just trying to non-lethal this guy.
Hey, I
Hey,
have
that's
standard.
I just came around the corner and the lizard man was attacking him with a rapier. I had no other choice, officer.
Well, we're still messing up the order in which events happen, but that doesn't matter. That's the way you remember it. So, that's the truth as far as spells are concerned. Your memory is just fucky. The dock worker will, or the equivalent of a dock worker is gonna try and stab Demi.
Again, rude.
Stab. Well, the first one goes through.
Yeah, Jesus, that's 8. Yeah, that's 8 damage.
No,
Damn.
that's 4. The first one. It
No,
glitched, so it rolled twice.
Ah, okay.
Only 4 damage.
Yeah, because the first with 18 is what is the real one. The second one, you know. And then yeah,
I see.
then Vanashuk does his thing, and then we should be back at the top. Charles.
Let's end this little game.
5-foot step and attack Demi.
As much as I'd love to do that,
Well, you are.
this is against the dock worker. Non-lethal, of course.
Okay, then clonk, he goes down. Bacon, just out of curiosity, do you have dark vision or dim vision?
Nope.
Okay, so if you do hit, we need to remember to apply any mischance that's applicable. Because I think
Wait.
there was for lighting.
Are we into dark? Is it night?
Yeah.
No.
Like there's some light from some of the buildings here, but it's not like this is a well-lit part of town. There's like maybe one lantern high up every 20 meters. So I'm gonna say it's like dim light on the street as well.
Okay, so it's my turn again.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that I have backup, but I will try one hit to incapacitate him. It was kind of reflex charge at the thing sneaking on me. But let's see. It would be -4.
Yeah.
That would be unlikely to hit. But I will try to be good and not kill him.
I think he's out.
What do
not
I
sure
roll
what that is.
for mischance?
You need to get below 80 on a 1d100 because it's 20% in dim light. I think.
Yeah, passes.
Of course, you're assuming that you hit.
I mean, if you said 16 was a close shot, so a 17 should hit him.
Relatively close.
I mean, if it's one more than one different, it's not a close shot.
Uh-huh.
You said that it nicked almost like eyebrow, so one more would have been actual here.
Well, just because it draws blood doesn't mean it deals a full hit point of damage.
Wow. Okay.
So is he dead or is he or what?
You are off by 1, the way I constructed him.
Oh
then,
no!
then this is a close shot. The first one, it was far off. So,
It was close enough to, like, bounce off his armor with a glancing blow. Effectively. Or his eyebrows, his natural armor. The scales on his forehead.
Wait, does he have eyebrows if he's a lizard?
Don't ask the hard questions in the middle of combat! Okay. Ralph missed again. Lily, what do?
Maybe I should use Elemental Ray. I mean, I could miss with that though.
He does seem to be a fast fuck, so touch AC is probably a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I don't want to use up all of my spell slots and magic missile just in case I get whacked. Then again, I still have like 3 left. I could just go with it. Consistent.
That is really awful, honestly.
But it's non-lethal. Technically, it's not gonna off him when it's just 2.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna take a while to do that with just 2 damage each round.
Demi, you hear magic going off on the front of the building.
All right then. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna try and peek in and see if there's anybody inside. I do have low light vision.
You do. You can see in between the gaps here. No one within your line of sight.
Okay then. I'm gonna go essentially on all 4 and try and run over there. And because I'm a cat, I have a run speed of 80 essentially.
But that's just double move. Run speed is 4 times.
For I oh, I think that's because it's applying the weight because I have the entire gear on medium load. I should be on light load.
Hmm.
So if it's 4 times, then my speed would be 30. Oh, I have 120 then.
Yeah. So where would you like to go?
Well, I'm just gonna run, drift, see that, and I'm just going to
Scoot,
go
scoot!
behind. Yeah, and I'm trying to go behind him and just hi.
So try and
Try and essentially flank. Just go all around.
okay.
Hello, konnichiwa.
Okay. Does having run the previous round give you penalties for to AC?
nope. No.
Not sure.
Run.
I think only charge.
You lose your
uh,
dex bonus.
To AC, yes.
So what's
Oh.
your AC now, Demi?
Oh, it's gonna be. I don't know. Try and hit me first.
I mean, either way, he's gonna attack you, Demi. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh, understandable. Understandable. It's gonna be 12. So who's the threat here, huh? Oh shit.
well, the roguish type coming up behind him generally.
That's going to be yeah, that's gonna hit me with 12. So that's going to take me down to 2 current health points. Woohoo!
And by the way, 5 foot step here. Just so we're clear. And the bite, which misses. You just see the fangs go at your face. Charles.
Oh, I'm sure they've got the handle door there. I'll I'm trying to move my character, but I was right-clicking on the map.
I know, I like the comedic effect of it goes slow.
I'll move here, I guess.
Okay. You go into the building. Clonk, clonk, clonk. Nothing ambushes and kills you. Yet.
Okay, second move.
Clonk, clonk, clonk. You see from this side that there is a detached rope that was attached to the front door, and there is a bell above the door it was tied to.
Oh, he removed it to sneak.
Mhm.
It's like a shop, you know, the bell when you enter a shop, right?
It's more like a big one that's tied with a rope to just...
Ah,
If you move
okay.
the door, it'll inevitably clang and they'll get a warning.
Okay.
Okay, Ralph.
I just asked them, yeah, can we kill this fucker?
Can we save him after? Kinda need him. Oh yeah, on that note, I know we're in battle, but do me or Ralph see a belt on him?
He definitely has a belt on him, yeah. Glimmering with gold in the dim light.
Cool.
It looks like he
Yeah.
had, you know, it carefully tucked away, but there's a corner of it peeking out after all the movement.
Is the alley larger than 20 than that, or is it actually a wall there?
A what? Where?
Does the alley end on this side, or is is there a wall there, or can he move?
No, it's about this.
like,
That's
square
the
next
street.
to
That's
a
about
bit
twice as wide as you have room there, so he can go
Yeah.
round without getting into the.
Okay, I would go around. And
Just
okay,
keep in mind the first square is gonna cost twice, I think, because I'm considering this little railing to be like difficult terrain, and it's fucky stuff. But I think you still have enough.
Yeah, I should have enough.
Yeah. So yeah, you
Mhm.
can move there.
barely
I'll
enough,
do
but
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I learned how to do the thing. So yeah, then we said I could kill him, right?
If we can save him.
So
You heard a yes.
Okay, I heard a yes.
And don't forget a +2 because flanking.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
He goes down like a sack of potatoes.
That is very much enough to hit. And, believe it or not, that's enough to take him into negatives.
How much?
A few. The sword just goes crunch into the side of his torso. You're pretty sure with as loud as that was, several ribs just shattered. And there's just... He has to pull the blade a bit before it comes out again.
Alright, I guess I did it.
Lily, what do?
Did I just witness an illegal act?
Yes.
I'll run up. I have one of the health potions just in case you guys want to heal him.
Okay.
It's
Or
the
we can
potion.
heal him normally, I don't know.
I mean, I can try and stabilize him, right, with the heal skill.
Sure. So you run up. Do you have enough movement to make it up there and have a standard action?
depends what the pathing is like.
You need 35, I think.
Yeah, I have 5 bonus movement from my race, so my normal movement is 35.
Then yeah, you can make it up there. You may attempt a heal. I think you needed 15 for normally to stabilize.
I think so.
Sorry, it's not gonna be stabilized.
Okay, his turn comes. Con check. He stabilizes.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Jackalor.
I mean, he has the bell.
Yeah, you can take it off him if you wish.
Dracula, it's your turn.
Move here.
There is a couple
see
of
anything?
clay jugs of ale that are open and were in the process of being consumed. 5 cups. Not 3.
I'll move. Oh. Oh.
Roll
Is
perception.
this open? Sure.
Two of them
Nice,
appear to
I'm
be
on a roll
dry
today.
though. Whoever they belong to haven't been here for a bit.
Okay.
So they must have left earlier.
Okay. I'll then move here if I can open the door without taking action.
No. Opening a door is gonna be an action.
I'll
Okay.
move here and prepare to open the door.
So presumably you
So-
clear and search the place while being very, very careful. I will be real with you. You are out of combat. There are no more enemies here.
If somebody could tie all of those 3 fucks up, I want to check specifically this place if there's any things like papers, logs, anything of this or sus things they've been doing.
Yeah, ledgers.
Yeah, that.
You vastly overestimate the sophistication of this operation.
Fair enough. Still want to check.
Yeah, I'll mention that there are probably others that were drinking with them, but they haven't been here for at least like half an hour, I think.
Okay. Searching through the place. Everyone can make an investigation check, and at the same time watch for any people returning. Okay. Charles. Actually, yeah. Looking out through the mostly boarded up back window, you do notice 2 guys coming back. Similar to the dock workers that, or quote unquote dock workers that you already yelled with short swords at their sides.
Do you want to ambush them and take them out?
Knock him out too.
Sure.
Okay, so wait, why do I hear boss music in Dwarven? So how do you want to do this, Jackalor?
I'd probably be away from them because I am very loud.
So, okay,
Stand
do you want to
still.
just set up an ambush inside or what? What's the plan?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Probably like a door or something.
Yeah, are they
So
going
when
to
they
the main
open
door or
it and
the
go
side
through
door?
the-
You don't know, you see them approaching from the back, so presumably the side, but you can't be sure.
Yeah, I would be like
Yeah, that's just.
here on the door.
Okay, everyone who's gonna be by the door, make a stealth check.
I'm injured as fuck, but I'm going to be away just in case I need to assist.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna assume that the
You just
bodies
take-
you've dragged inside by now.
Yeah. You could just take a health potion.
I
We must save it till we're 20!
Yeah, we have to save until it's an emergency.
This is an emergency.
No, it's not. I'm still half health. You are full health. That's good enough.
It builds character, Jackalord.
Okay,
Builds
So-
character.
they just open the door, start going in. One of them calls out, "Boss, it's on!" Would you like to take an attack of opportunity, one of them passing by, Bacon?
Yes, actually, if both of them pass through my area, I can do both.
They're kind of half side by side, so you get an easy shot at one.
Okay, and I'm going to do a non-lethal. So it's probably against his flat-footed AC, right?
Yes, but they don't get a dex bonus, so it's 10 either way.
Okay, so great sword.
I think he's out.
So just goes whistling, bonk, clonk. The other guy turns around like, "What the fuck?"
No, wait.
Yeah, it's,
It's
all
wrong.
lethal.
Yeah, it's wrong. I put the.
So you take his head off, shatter the skull, utterly eviscerate him.
I placed the -4 into your own category. I placed in speed, not attack.
Oof.
Such a good roll.
Yeah, that's the correct one.
So he just sort of stumbles against the wall. He's at 0 hit points, so I think he's staggered and he's just like. Okay. And then I guess the equivalent of normal initiative. But I'm not gonna make you roll. These guys are not gonna fight. It's like. I'm not gonna put you through that.
So what story are we gonna tell the authorities?
Burn the place down with everyone inside. It was a horrible accident.
So that guy was speaking something. What was he saying? I didn't understand.
It was mostly wheezing.
No. Before I hit him, like he said, boss, it's on, but I don't speak the language,
Yeah, he's
so
really fun.
I didn't understand in character.
Ah. The rest of us heard though.
Yeah. I'll make an attack against the other guy.
You literally don't need to. They surrender, Jackalord. They surrender! You can stop!
You can do a coup de grace.
Oh yes,
Let's
I'll
just-
do coup de grace.
He's gonna defend himself if you're trying to chop his head off!
Oh god. Oh god. No, I won't coup de grace.
Yeah, I dragged them to the pile.
Yes, some of them are starting to wake up. It's been a while.
Yeah, I just look at them menacingly with my sword out. Also, I would have confiscated the fancy rapier of the lizard and the belt.
Yeah,
Is the belt the one we're looking
Does he
for?
have any other gear on him?
I was just about to get to that. He has a masterwork rapier, a masterwork studded leather armor, a disguise kit, and a masterwork set of thieves' tools. Altogether worth about 780 gold pieces. The
Hey,
thugs
you want those?
are mostly armed with trash.
We don't care about his trash. But like,
Yeah, the
So he
masterwork
doesn't actually-
rapier would be like +1 to your current attack roll with about the same damage output.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's literally all rogue stuff, so why not?
Yeah, it's like this entire loot pile for the encounter. It's all his rogue shit.
But so the belt is actually more gilded due to the masterwork studded leather, not because it's a belt, the magic belt.
No, it is the magic belt.
Oh, okay, it is.
what does it do?
Plus 2 to con.
Constitution.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what Oleg told you.
okay. I guess we're giving back to him. After we've dealt with these guys. So do we like bring them in?
You
I prefer
have
they
a
bring them in.
writ from Oleg giving permission from the city watch to like try and track these fuckers down and recover stolen property, so technically you had a warrant and they resisted.
That's a lawful citizen arrest, as it should be. We can warn the authorities and have them arrested until someone comes here to take custody of them.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you. That was a theft of 4,000 gold pieces. This fucker has a fine of 40k now, according to Russian law. He's never gonna be not a poor now.
Like, I made a lucky break. This is like the oh god.
Cursed.
It's the law, Demi. Oh, the court is gonna pocket 4k of that from him because, that's how this works. And the rest is gonna go to Aulek as well, so...
Yeah, so is
Well,
he going
technically
to
to
do
the noble,
forced labor
but,
until he dies?
But pretty much. Like, theft of this magnitude, he going to the colony and whatever pay he earns towards the fine, that's going to the noble who had technically completed the transaction.
All right. Yeah. So someone called the authorities. Keep a watch on them.
The watch don't come unless in numbers to this part of town after night, I'm sorry.
I guess
So-
we're dragging them like a slave train.
Yeah, we really do like our prisoners' trains, huh?
Yeah, we should make them sing those prisoner songs. Know when they are like breaking rocks on the desert.
Okay.
No.
So presumably you take them to the city guard.
Yep.
They're gonna make a note of everything that was found on them, but given that these items that the boss had on him can be traced back to, legitimate citizens who had them stolen from him, you are gonna get the opportunity to keep those.
Nice.
So let me just copy pasta. I need to open the configuration to copy it. So there we go.
Nice.
Plus you get another 500 from Aulek for a successfully completed quest.
Bacon, please. It's your inventory, please.
Presumably you are taking most of this, Demi.
Oh yeah, I mean pudding, but mostly for the gold worth. But I don't think that's gonna matter.
You might want to sell the masterwork leather, studded leather, because I don't think Demi wants that necessarily, but
The masterwork. Let me check actually what masterwork does for armor.
it's +1 AC and it reduces the dex check, but studded leather is more weighty.
Masterwork doesn't lower the weight.
Nope, special materials do, but this is ordinary materials.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The
double check.
TV stools you should keep. It's going to be useful. It's +2 to, just breaking into places. Don't know what's the roll.
It's a dexterity large check.
Yeah, disable device and sleight of hand should probably get a bonus from the TV stools.
I think sleight of hand is more hiding things on yourself and pickpocketing, that kind of thing.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't come with those fancy knives to cut the string tying the bags.
Yes, but also no. It's literally just like a strip of leather wound about some lockpicks.
No, it's muscle work. It should be fancy. It should be in
These
in
are
a wooden
very high
box.
quality ones, but okay, sure. It's some kind of fancy fabric that keeps them softly wrapped. You're not sure what kind, but it's very fancy compared to sets you've seen some of the others use.
Okay, so what aren't we liquidating? The sword we are going to sell, right?
I thought Demi is keeping the sword. It's better than his
Yeah.
weapon.
I thought he
And it was-
liked mace because it's his holy weapon.
Yeah, but a
It is
+1 to attack, bacon.
It's not even due to the +1. It's because Chris said that it's actually like black looking, and that kind of goes really well with the aesthetic.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you are going to exchange your goddess for something that looks better.
I think she'd understand.
She does understand desiring fancy swords, Demi.
And let's be honest, rapier is very bigger than the mace.
I think
It's long, but it's thin. It's for poking holes in people.
We can discuss this after the session, anyways.
Okay, just make sure that
Okay,
you write
what-
down what you get. 500 of
Yeah.
gold from Aulek and this stuff.
So I have 1100 gold and 1104.4 gold. Are you going to take the ladder, Demi? The studded ladder?
I don't know. I'm trying to check exactly where the book is about masterwork stuff, just to 100% make sure. Because even if not now, it could be useful later because it's a plus
It's
2
in
to
the
AC.
compendium. Masterwork armor. Okay, so
It only reduces the armor check penalty by 1. It doesn't even give an increase to AC. It seems, right?
Yeah.
oh, that's weird.
That's-
Oh, right, yeah, that was
it just
magic. It just reduces the
penalty.
check penalty, so it's not. It's good if you want to wear heavier armor and want your dex to still apply.
Yeah, we can sell that then.
Okay. So we add more 3 to 5 to the total?
No, you sell for half value.
No.
So you get 162.5.
There you go. Yeah, so I'll keep the rapier and the thieves' tools.
Not the disguise kit?
Oh yeah, he had a disguise kit too. Fuck yeah.
So 266.9. And you keep the rest. Because you're... Okay. You're now a proper thief.
Yes.
You claim to be a good law-abiding citizen, yet you have thieves' tools and a disguise kit. Curious! So, you hand them to the city watch. Next morning you go to Aulek, hand over the belt, make sure everything's kosher. The guards are actually understanding because you did have a warrant for this and didn't just yeet someone in the street. And this was like sanctioned by the commander of the watch in advance, so you know they knew to expect something like this. That day when you return to your rooms, there is a two-headed fish head on each of your beds.
Two-headed fish head?
It's like two heads going out from the neck. Some kind of blood sea mutant.
We have been marked by the mafia.
Not big of an issue.
I'm sure it was fine. If you ask around, this isn't like you would expect back home where that's you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. But, any kind of mutanting from the Blood Sea is kind of seen as a sign of danger. And the consensus in the tavern is kind of like, that's a warning. It's like, you get one free, don't fuck with us ever again.
Hey, that's fine.
Just kind of get the
I'll make
feeling
a-
that they might understand because Vanashuk kind of asked for it, but like, don't. Not ever again.
I'll go and make an offering at the temple.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this time as well.
Okay, what god do you give thanks to?
This time it wasn't a glorious battle, so I myself would go to Hidrada.
Laws will be done.
Yeah, it's the only truth I actually know from some friends that aren't priests, so
Sure.
Well, since I'm going to be eventually going towards, well, Hydra, and I've been slowly trying to learn from, what was his name? Merwin, how it all works. I'm gonna go a little bit for Hydra, and
Yeah, I'm stop you right there. Idra has a tiny shrine in the main temple, but she doesn't have like a major section because she's considered a minor goddess.
still gonna do it.
Sure.
I think I'll offer to Tanil for good fortune.
Roll 1d20.
Is high or low good? Or?
I'm gonna tell you a 1 would be real bad here.
It's just a 4.
Okay, when you leave the temple, it's a clear day, but for a moment you think just a flash across your eyes. It almost seems like a lightning bolt arced across the sky.
You know, lightning bolts are also something I trade in, so that's probably a good sign.
Sure! Literal fucking luck god. Right there. 1 alcove over. Thank you, Tanil, for this good fortune. Motherfucker! You what?
Sorry, the actual luck god can go and be worshipped by other people.
Jackalor, do you give thanks to one of the local religions?
I'll go to Madrial and pray that the thieves don't get murdered, when they get to prison.
Wow, you're a cruel son of a bitch, huh?
What?
You know what? Roll me a 1d20. Nothing in particular happens, but you feel good about what you did.
Okay.
Alright. Well, unless you would like to discuss which of the remaining 3 quests for this tier you would like to take, I think this is a good enough place to stop.
How much money do we have?
a lot. 900, 11, 1200.
Enough to buy some consumables. If you wish.
I'm just considering when we'll be able to afford a full plate. If we want to
Oh,
afford a full plate.
You won't for a while. But like, I could buy an agile breastplate.
You have a +3 agility bonus? Or dex bonus?
No, for now I just have one.
Full plate is 1.5k, Jackalor.
Yeah, we're like 600 off.
I'm not sure the group's gonna want to invest all their money into your armor and weaponry again. I'm just saying.
I mean, sure.
But
I
let's
ask because, you never know.
let's tally this up. So that You skip the optional encounter, but that's okay. So I'm gonna say this is worth 300 XP each. 150 for tracking them down and 150 for taking them out. Let's see what else. Why don't all of you give me a will save?
A will save.
While I'm raging, while I'm not raging.
Well, you're not raging. This is during the days that you are. While you're chilling. Jacklor, a will save if you will. It's a DC 10.
Certainly.
Okay. You and Bacon are good. Demi, Lily. After you are done dealing with the temple stuff, you both feel a moment of sharp pain in the marks that you have on your wrists. And for the rest of the day, you have a headache. Not a heavy one, but enough to be annoying.
Damn it.
And the marks, when you look at them, they were brighter for a little while after that encounter and the quest, and there was a new set of lights in there. Now, they seem fainter again. When you compare with the others, it's much the same story. You may discuss among yourselves if you wish.
So this probably has something to do with the portal.
Probably. Why does it hurt so much?
No idea. It doesn't hurt to me.
Yep,
Fuck
I'm
you.
fine.
It's like the kind of headache you would get when you're used to having caffeine and don't have some for one day. It's more annoying than it's genuinely painful.
Maybe like if you are affected because you are the most changed by magic. I mean, you're turned into a literal cat, and Lily can just throw acid balls at people. So while I'm normal,
now.
I was also.
yeah, you just got shorter. It's not that drastic.
She sort of got compressed and squeezed out to the sides.
Fuck it. Should we check this out even?
No, like, where are we going to ask?
I don't know. Like we just did
Yeah,
a
like-
favor. We just did a favor for Alec. I
Yeah,
think
but-
he'd find it interesting even.
Maybe I could talk to him, but I'm thinking in burning some of the money we got. I want to buy some better armor. Are you
Go
guys
for
fine
it.
with that?
Sure.
It's just 200 gold, not much.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Wait, actually, yeah, it would be the cheapest one.
What are you looking to buy, Bacon? A breastplate?
Yeah, breastplate. I could get something cheaper, but I don't want to increase my armor check penalty.
Breastplates are decent. Any other purchase you want to make before we finish? Because presumably...
Honestly, I'm not sure what we should do about this. You got any idea what could be causing this, Lily?
I mean, I could make a roll or something, but
You can try and roll Knowledge Arcana. Or Spellcraft.
it's. I mean, I have both. Let's see which I'm better at all of these. No, they're both the same modifier. Then let's go with Knowledge Arcana, I suppose.
Looks Greek. Probably tied to the portal.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, it's probably nothing to worry about, right?
Okay. Then, since Jacklor is sleepy after his nap, let's wrap up here. Jacklor, why don't we start with you? How do you feel about today's session?
I mean, it's a pretty good overall.
What you saw of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Naxi?
I'm sad we didn't get to kill more people, but it was pretty
Oh my
steep.
fucking god.
I think you're about halfway to level 2, so you can take your first AoE spell soon.
Yeah, how much XP we get in total again?
You should be, I think, at about 850 if Naxi hasn't miscalculated.
Yeah,
Okay.
550, like 50 once, I think. Or was it like... I forget what we got in session 0, but the total should be 850, yeah.
Yeah, we got 300 then.
Yeah, today you got 300.
Clearly, we need to kill more things.
Bacon, I'm disappointed in you. I gave you fucking kobolds and you didn't find an excuse to track them down.
Sorry, I had to leave at the moment.
You could have given Demi a mission, for fuck's sake.
Let the kobolds be kobolds, they're cool.
Demi, your thoughts while Jacklor is frozen.
Pretty good session overall.
Fuck you, I want a real answer.
You want a real? You can't handle the truth, Chris.
Just fucking give it to me, you cock.
No, pretty fine. It's just I think the quest to find the bitch kind of with that dead end, and we didn't know what to do until you had to tell us twice. Get to the port town. That's where they're at.
Who's telling you from the start?
Maybe it was my enlightened wisdom that allowed you to realize what we were supposed to do.
You weren't even there.
I was for the...
He's like that guy that arrives at the end of the project after missing the whole year. It's like, so guys!
What are we doing?
Great work, everyone! Thank you for helping me do this.
Actually, no, that's literally Jacklor. It's like, Jacklor, we're ready for your... Huh? What do I have to roll?
Oh, Christ. Bacon, what do you think?
It was fun. We met a good smuggler that can get us out of the city even with the very tight watch. That's interesting for the future when we are criminals. We should probably give a gift to him to apologize not getting that contract.
How would it affect geopolitics if we burn down the entirety of Vesh?
Well, Vesh is in a cold war with Calastia, which is like the Great Britain of this day and age, which is rapidly trying to expand. And without Vesh supporting all the people who are actively fighting Calastia, Calastia expands. It consumes the dwarves, it consumes Darakeen, and then it moves probably west to consume Shelzar.
Jackal, what do you feel about Chardon, the Overlord?
Of course, the lawful evil.
Yes.
Yes, the patron deity of much of the nobility of Calastia.
I mean, I'm fine with them. My character would fit in. I'm not sure about yours, unless it's as a slave.
I mean, a dwarf would be suspected as a spy. They took the mountain passes by force from the dwarves, driving them out of most of their holds.
Yeah, I want Calastia dead at this point. How killing Calastia do with geopolitics?
You ain't gonna kill Calastia.
Yeah, they have some pretty strong people. But if anything, we can probably cause the rise of the Halfling Empire from the ashes of Calastria.
It's gonna be like a bunch of generals fighting over the individual kingdoms that make up Calastia currently, and the remaining local rulers trying to overthrow the generals who are occupying their countries at the same time. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, it's going to be China.
After or before World War II?
It's gonna be the fucking Sengoku Jedi there.
Do they have an emperor or is it like a council?
It's an emperor that wants to be immortal with his very nice wife that isn't for sure someone evil.
I'm sure it's fine. How bad could it be, really?
So what we do is we kill the emperor, his entire family, and cause a succession crisis.
Kill the wife as well, please. She might be a very powerful sorceress.
I mean, I assume she would have to die because she would be protecting them, because they're like her kids or something. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Fair.
I need to figure out how a sorceress and a lich combine for maximum power gaming fuckery, by the way, if we're going in that direction.
Can't we just nuke Chalzara? It will be safer and more fun.
Sure. Do you have a nuke?
Not yet.
What about self-replicating blood magic?
Bad idea.
I'm gonna be real with you. There are some rats who would love your input down in the swamps. There's literally a plague titan. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much everything then. So, I think we're gonna end here. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.